5. You read the title right. It is the finale, finito, last one and done. Here we go. And we prepared a lot of stuff off screen, and so Fire, take it away. What happened last time?
All right. So last time on Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragons, we had ourselves the glorious final moments inside of the human barracks, whatever you want to call it. We dodged many a snapbark. We managed to pick up some lore about our good friend Bacon Laser, who is actually a girl, it turns out. And she said that she was going to confront Captain Dimitri, and that was the last that we heard of her. And then we also found Alan's office, and we stole his picture frame to go put it at his gravesite if we ever get that far. And after that, we found some escape pods that we didn't know were escape pods, and it's too late for that dream. And we threw all the key cards together, used the force, went up the elevator shaft, went back down the elevator shaft, and then picked up some stuff, and then went back up the elevator shaft, and found Captain Dimitri, who basically was a robot. And then we found Muriel's body controlled by Sabnock, using her psychic powers to manipulate him and the entire ship. And after, oh yeah, we learned about that part from a recording. That was where the episode started. And then the battle ensued between us and her. I wasted my beautiful cannon on the window, and we went some back and forths, fought some snapbarks, and wasted a lot of our resources before basically defeating / destroying Muriel's body. And Sabnock has now manifested himself and blew out the top half of the building where Dimitri's office was, which threw us all out of the window. And well, Dimitri was already thrown out the window, but if he wasn't, he would have been thrown out too. And then once that happened, Roland got a DM from Lunala to stab the moon, and so he did, and it has created an oxygen bubble, as well as she is filling him with her power.
Yeah. Okay. Grab that sweet inspiration. You'll need it.
I'll use it this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come a long way from a boat to Lively Town, and now we've ended up on the moon taking a god of death. Let's do this.
All right. So Rodney got his anime power up, and what that entails, I guess you'll see. But this big guy looks over at the shrine, and he begins like roaring as these orbs to the northeast of you, right here, start to appear. 4 of them. And what sort of happens with these is they begin shooting these rays into the center, and the center one shoots up this beam up in the sky, and it starts making this dome around you of this purple and black energy, and it just encompasses this whole area till it looks much like what it does on the map. And for some reason, you feel this aura that has been created it makes you feel more isolated than you already did. So to put into perspective what's happening here, it's kind of like shooting. These 3 are shooting into this one, and then this one is firing up into the sky and like umbrellaing over this area. The shrine is over here, but it's behind this purple black nonsense here, and the ship is sticking out right here, and there's something different about it. There is a cannon sticking out of it. You don't believe that was there before. And the players have rolled initiative off screen, so we don't have to do that. And so let me set the mood with a little bit of music. As we go to your tactic time. I'll give you 2 minutes. Where is it? Right there. All right, go.
Okay, so the orbs around there seem like bad news, so I think we should target those things first and try breaking them.
Seems reasonable, but what about Sabnock?
I'd say the orbs right now are probably more of a priority than Sabnock. Focus on the outer ones and not necessarily the needle. Because if I'm reading that right, more isolated means that we are basically, if we destroy it, the Gratuitia Harmonia might be able to play, and that might weaken Sabnock, and we don't want to fight Sabnock while he's at full strength, so we might want to go for the orbs first. Henry, you've got a bard power that basically allows us all to move on your turn, so I would recommend doing that. That way we can get closer. That'll also get us a bit of temporary HP buffer. And yeah, that's basically what I've got for tactics. Any other suggestions?
That's all good and all, but given the fact that my flaw basically allows me to forces me to attack anything evil nearby, I don't think I'm gonna be able to, even if I wanted to.
They look evil to me.
Yeah, also, me using
they're
the
not
Mantle of
exactly
Majesty
living
would
things, if you get what I mean,
considerably be an evil action.
But they're not exactly living things.
I don't know if Mantle of Majesty would be considered evil.
I'll tell you right now, Rodney, you are compelled to go kill that thing.
Exactly, so I won't be able to help you guys.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose then you're gonna have to have fun with that while we destroy those things.
Yeah, obviously, if you have ranged, hit this back one first. I'm gonna probably blast it with everything I have.
Henry, it's your turn, buddy.
Alright! Utilizing my Grand Mantle of Majesty, which is a purple cape that I created out of one of the bags that I have here. I shall command Raffa, Lucius, and Rain to head towards the orbs.
Okay.
I will then, as my action, since that was my bonus action... Wait a minute. Would using a spell break concentration? In terms of that?
What's your concentration on right now?
Well...
I believe you can use a spell. Mantle of Majesty is a skill, rather.
Alright, so I'm gonna use a charge from the Staff of Creation to cast Shatter onto Sabnock.
All right, so he has to do. Okay, he has advantage on spell saves, but he's making a con. Is that correct?
Yeah, con, and I hit him with the 7d8 because that's level 6.
All right, d20 plus 13.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, so it does half damage.
Alright, 7d8 it is.
So let's do 12.
Well, yeah, let's round it down to 12.
Yeah.
We'll round it up to 12, rather.
Yeah. I'll be nice, so I'll let you round up. Okay. Yeah.
I said Raffa, Raymond, Lucius. Why is Rain still there?
Do you want me to move him?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Rain might be a little out of commission during this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. There we are.
That boy.
Okay.
That boy's not. I moved him. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm not feeling well.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Do you want to use any of your movement, Henry?
I'm gonna go towards the orbs myself.
Okay.
So that would be. I'm gonna move my boy around here. Here we go.
All right. Okay, now Big Boy's turn. So first, at the start of his turn, he is going to... You just see his, like, the wound Henry made. It seems to, like, heal over, kind of.
Oh, no!
Oh boy, he's got regen. Yep.
Oh!
I was right to target this first.
Yeah.
Yep, I made a mistake.
And he lets out another, like, primal roar, and he grabs the cannon and just tears it off of the ship. And then he is going to... He is going to move towards you. And that's all he could... Or was it a free action to rip that off? I mean, he's quite big. I'll say it's an action for him to do that. He is now holding this cannon in his hand. Alright, we'll go to Raffa.
Alright, time to start whacking.
Alright. Make an attack roll. You hit it.
Alright, let's start doing the damage. Alright, I did charge at it, so I have a little bit more to my damage than normal. Oh, I need it. Oh, I'm so flustered. Lol. Nice roll parser. Give me that 2.
11.
11.
14 does hit.
I'm like, good thing rocks have crappy AC. 11, 11.
20
Oh my gosh.
makes 22. Alright, as you, what'd you hit it with?
Just my spike.
Alright, you hit it with your spike and just kind of this black energy kind of like just sizzles off of it. Alright. With his legendary action, he is going to spawn one of these guys. Just
Of course he can.
drops off of him. And I'm gonna roll
Alright.
that into initiative. I don't think it can go till next round, but what's it have? They have +2. 17. Okay.
I'm eating a citrus as my bonus. I hate my life.
Alright. We go to Rodney. And so the voice inside your head, Rodney, is lay waste to that cur! And wants you to go fly and just stab him.
Cur.
Yes! Get this wretch off my holy land.
Hang on, I need to think about what I'm gonna say next. This is a lot to take in. Well, I'm gonna go do that, but we gotta make sure we get out of the way just in case it decides to attack us.
Whatever the case.
Alright, let's roll up at him.
Alright, and so remember, you have 2 attacks now.
Yeah, so I can do an extra attack. shame my sword isn't enhanced in any way. It's still a T20 plus 10, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh boy.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yes, that's. Hey, Ren.
Oh!
There we go. All right. So do your damage. So you do. You know the crit rules, right?
2d6 plus 8, right?
Yeah. And that all gets through.
And there's a sneak attack bonus because we're nearby our teammates.
No, you just get it because you're solo. Because of your swashbuckler stuff. 23.
Alright,
I believe
But-
it'll be 10d6.
10d6, yes. That will be
33.
a combined total of 49 damage.
3 is 26. 26 plus 30,
And I'm
56. Yeah.
And we're gonna do our extra attack now.
Yeah. You don't get sneak attack on this one. It's just like another attack.
Does
That does
13 hit?
no, that does not hit.
Right. We're gonna use our bonus action to disengage and keep our distance. Unless Lunala is gonna try to keep us within the line of fire. I imagine she probably would.
She just wants you to keep attacking this thing. So if your intent is not just to like run away, then she doesn't mind.
Yeah, just take evasive action. We'll
Yeah.
just call it that.
All right, and you can fly indefinitely too. So
So I can pretty much go anywhere on this ding-dang map?
well, within 60 feet.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I think I'll be right here.
Okay.
Probably not within striking distance, but that's fine.
All right. We shall go to Rain.
I mean, I thought I was already flying in the air, wasn't I?
Yeah, you were already flying in the air.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, I don't think I can.
You don't think you can make it?
No.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I think Ed has to leave.
I am feeling very ill. It kind of just came out of nowhere. I'm gonna rest up a bit. See if I can't join back in later on.
Okay.
Um,
Could you pass
in
your?
case I'll do this turn because I'm still here.
All right. Could you perhaps pass your sheet or your stats off to someone?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
But first and foremost, I will, I guess, attack this thing. Just wail into it.
All right.
So, first attack. Dirty 20.
All right. That hits.
Five damage. Second attack. 26. That hits.
Yeah.
10 damage. Third attack. 19.
That hits.
Nine damage.
That's 46.
Okay. So I'm gonna rest a bit.
Yeah.
See if I can't join back into the session. If I can't, thank you for bringing me back in. It's been a hell of a ride.
Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
All right.
God.
I'll pass off stats.
All right.
Everybody.
Hopefully, after just a little siesta, you can come back. But if you can't, yeah, it's good having you. All right. We shall move to Lucius.
Okay. Lucius is gonna go up here and he's going to join in the Let's Destroy These Orbs train.
All right.
He's gonna lay on it with his Nova X. This probably doesn't matter, but I still bless up. Does a 11 hit?
If it's a 1, you miss no matter what.
Ah, gosh darn it. Of course my first attack would be a 1.
The second one. No.
That one does hit.
Okay. Yep.
Fire
13
Daddy.
fire damage.
All right. This orb just kind of just bursts, and you see the purple aura surrounding you it's kind of becoming more transparent instead of this opaque purple black. All right. We will go on.
Bonus action.
Oh, okay. Okay, you have more stuff to do.
Yep. Bonus action. Lucius is gonna cough his last silver citrus berry.
All right. Num num num.
So
num.
that'll be 8d4 plus 8, I believe. Yep. $30 healing.
All right.
Wow.
Okay. And that is all.
All right. Now we will go to the tactics.
Okay, first orbs down. Definitely, most of us are gonna have to focus on the orbs. Obviously, you can't roll in. If possible, it might be productive of you to try and focus on the snap arc, since it's part of Sabnock, but that's only if Lunal allows it. If not, then oh well. Henry, if you can, try using Shatter on one of the orbs that were not around, preferably that far one.
I was thinking the same thing. Denki Dama, the orb over there.
Good, we're on the same page. Good. Since it's a construct, it should have disadvantage on the roll. So that should deal a nice amount of damage. And once you're done, either run towards Lucius or run away. So that way you can either be out of range of the Sabnock or be close to Lucius, so you can get advantage on any or not a bit. You can get Lucius as a protection bonus. And yeah, everyone else, Lucius, Raffa, and we'll also have Rain do it as well. We'll go after the other orb, this one right here. That should hopefully get us a bit of distance away from the snap arc as well, though we might have to disengage or... actually, Henry, you still have some Bardic Inspiration or Mantle of Majesty, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, as your bonus action, use another Mantle of Majesty. That way the three of us can get away from the snap arc and closer towards that other orb, and then Kiadama the top orb, or do it in the other order, whichever one works.
Okay.
All right, Henry, you are
Okay, so first I'm gonna use my movement to get over here. Then I'm gonna use my Mantle of Majesty to command these three numbnuts to go over here. Then I shall Denki Dama this orb over here.
All right.
with the Staff of Creation.
All right, it automatically fails, so you can just do full damage.
All right, let's go.
Nice.
Knew this would help. 34.
34. All right.
I think your music cut out. Oh, there it is.
No, it's just badly
It's on
looping.
loop.
All right. Yeah. That's your turn because this guy.
There we are.
Okay, so big guy is going to use his legendary action to roar at everyone here.
Oh no!
Yeah, I figured he had an AoE.
All right.
Of course he had an AoE.
So everyone, including Rain, whoever's manning Rain right now, has to do.
He hasn't given us a sheet, so we don't know his saves yet.
He's a monk. He has advantage on them all.
He hasn't given your sheet. Well, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Remember Rain, Raffa, Lucius, we all bless, and Raffa, Rain, and you both have a +4 from Lucius being around.
We make a Constitution.
So I have a
saving throw.
+4.
Right.
Do I?
Yeah.
Wow!
Did I hear Constitution saving throw?
Yes, you did.
I got a 15.
I get a +4 from Lucius. In that case, I'm more.
Oof.
Raffa, add a D4 to that.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
Did any?
Okay.
Did
So one of them is 16 and the other one is 16.
well, that.
I'll be right back.
Listen, what roll I'm making real quick? I haven't passed the stuff yet because my D&D Beyond.
Oh,
I have to write it down.
could you like print screen?
Uh,
I'll be right
Con.
back. I need to go grab my dinner.
Yeah,
Alright.
I could do print screen. That might make things a lot easier.
All right, so no
I'll
one
roll
got
since I'm still in here.
no one got above a 21. Or,
No one
Lucius
got
did.
above-
Lucius.
What's the roll?
con saving throw. You get,
And +4 from Lucius being around, and then after that you can roll another D4.
It's not gonna matter if it's
Yeah.
21. All right.
all right.
Lucius is the only one who got over 21.
All right, so this is going to be 6 die 6,
Oh no.
and
Oh.
everyone but Lucius is knocked prone.
Oh man.
Oh.
Remember that. Rafa, remember that you also, because of Mantle of Majesty, you have +8 to your HP.
Oh
This
no!
Get rid of it, but ow.
And 22 damage to everyone.
Oh yeah, great. Now I have.
I think
Now
my
I have
concentration
4
is
HP.
broken.
Great.
Okay, guys. What happened?
You take 22 damage and you're knocked prone, so you fall from the sky.
Oh no. I couldn't uncanny dodge that, could I?
I guess you can't. You saw it coming. I guess it's an attack.
Yeah.
Or, no, or wait, no. I think. Oh yeah, you can do that. I think. Wait, let me check.
So I can Can I uncanny dodge that?
Uncanny dodge. Let me just get the exact wording for it. Then okay, you use your to.
Because if I can see it coming, I won't be able to go prone if I can take half the damage, I think.
I guess it counts as an attack? Question mark. So, yeah, you can half it to 11, but you still
Do
fall.
I still go prone? Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
All right. So, all right. You all took
What type of damage was it?
thunder.
Thunder. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I had to ask because that's actually important. I forgot Lucius has something that actually makes that important.
All right, and bless. And you have to do concentration, Raffa. And...
Already did.
Yeah,
We both passed.
No, I failed.
No, you
Okay.
passed.
Oh, I passed. Oh, okay.
Yeah, your DC for that was 11.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I thought it was 15.
All right.
Nope.
So it is now his real turn now.
Oh.
Oh, frick.
Yeah. Okay. And what he's going to do is he's going to I want Lucius, Raffa, and Rain to all do wisdom saving throws.
Okay.
Your sheet's
no.
now there, so you can do it for them if you want.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
his sheet.
we got the sheet.
Let's see.
Just put #rain at the end of it.
Let's see. He has proficiency in that, so it'd be 3, 5, 6, 7.
Let's see.
Range
I
would
still
be a
get the
plus 11.
Good thing I got the blesses. We're good.
Okay,
26.
this is Rain's whiz,
Is he blessed?
and he gets 17. I don't think that'll be enough, but well, I tried. And Lucius is 17.
Do you want to know what the number you have to beat is?
18.
Probably vastly higher than that.
17. You're all good.
Oh!
Survive.
Thank goodness!
Okay, so he let out this. He just let out this ball of miasma at this group, and you feel the need to like attack your friends, but you shake it off and keep at the task at hand at this orb here.
Bless RNG!
Good job. But no, you can't do that. Raffa, it's your turn.
All right, it's time for the shish kebabs. Actually, is it time for the shish kebabs? Yeah, it's still time. We still shish kebab for now. But soon we will move beyond such measures. 28, love to see it.
Yeah.
The other one is 21, so I assume both of those hit.
Yeah.
And now the charger coming in clutch. That was a lot of damage. That was
Wow.
30 damage altogether. With 16 and 14.
That's some nice damage.
Nice damage. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, you strike this thing again. It's similar to the one you destroyed, and just kind of this black energy starts sparking off of it.
And I'm eating another citrus berry. 2d4 plus 2. Still
Wow.
5.
You're not having much luck with that, are you?
And I forgot to do
Nope.
this. He healed.
Oh.
All right. And for his legendary action, he is going to slam Rodney.
Oh god. Can I uncanny dodge that, or did I already use it?
I believe you could. Oh no, you've already used it to the roar, and you are prone, so he gets advantage.
Oh,
Oh
god.
yeah, I guess we're going to say Raffa got up as well.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. So a 25 hits you, and he is going to do 2d12 plus 8, 14 damage.
14 damage.
Just kind of like starts pounding you against the ground.
Ah!
You just feel these big fiery fists just start slamming you. Alright. We will go to then Doggo.
I go.
Doggo's going to move over here, and it's going to try and stun everyone.
Of course it is.
So, let me go to these guys' thing. I believe it's a Constitution saving throw. 14, if you remember. $14, you got it.
Wow.
I win!
I win.
Okay. Lucius got it. Let me look at Reigns while Raffa does that.
Like-
2, 6.
Like, what was the save again?
Con.
Con, my good one. I think I'm
Okay,
good.
luckily,
Yeah.
Rain passes.
Everyone got above 14?
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, you guys are getting lucky. All right.
Hopefully not getting lucky, considering I have only 4 HP.
All right.
Considering I got 12 HP. Well, 17. Yeah, 17.
This guy's gonna use. Oh, it's only the end of your turn. Okay, never mind.
He
Rodney, go.
can't legendary action his after his minions.
Yeah. All right, Roland, you're on the ground. You're still fine, but
Permission to attack the Sabnock?
you can either support your allies or attack him. If they die, it's won't be as good for us.
Understood. Attacking the Sabnock.
All right. So you get up, dust yourself off, and then
Spread your wings and fly.
yeah. You're gonna skewer this guy.
That's one.
One does not hit. A one never hits.
Oh my god.
13 does not hit either. So you try and hit this minion of his, but your hits glance off of it or it dodges out of the way.
This is impossible. I guess I'll fly out of the way to make sure I'm not in range anymore. of
Alright.
these two people.
Yeah, you'll have.
Evasive action, I'll just call it.
Yeah. Just ask me where you want to go, and I can tell you if you can go there, because you have a lot of
Is this-
movement. Yeah, you can go there. All right. We shall now. He is going to aim the cannon at that group clumped up around that orb. Again.
I hope he hits the orb.
Or wait, that's true. So I guess he'll only go for Raffa and Rain then. 'Cause it's like a radius thing. All right, so Raffa and... Oh, wait. He doesn't want to do that. He doesn't know that. Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright, you got Rain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just realized
Rain's-
I'm targeting the the dex characters.
Yeah. Jeez, that'll be...
I'm like, I mean, you say that.
Okay, Rain got 21.
I got 18.
All right, you fail, Raffa, but Rain somehow flips and dodges somehow, and it misses him completely.
Wait,
Right.
this is... You said this is a dex save, right?
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Raffa,
I
you get
need
plus
my-
2 to that as... You get automatically plus 2 to that as well. So you're at 20.
What's the +2 for him?
Lucius gives the benefits of half cover to everyone within 5 feet of him. Raffa is within 5 feet of him, and half cover gets plus 2 to dex saves.
I don't know about that. Which tile is Raffa on?
I'm like, I mean, if we pull out the little measuring thing,
I mean, but
It
each
must be
square is
5
5 feet. That's why I'm curious of where you are.
Well,
the
the snapping
measuring
is
things-
kind of weird on the
Yeah, the
map.
map's kind of awkwardly snapped. My measuring tool says she's 5 feet with it away from me, but
I mean,
This is
like,
a,
each-
I don't know, you tell me moment.
well, you had to have hit it, so you had to have been here. So I guess you would have gotten it, because each square is 5 feet. That's how you measure it. But okay, I guess I'll give it to you. You only take half damage, Raffa, of what is about to come, as he charges up this pink beam. What's the damage for this? 5d12 plus 8.
Five d12 plus 8.
So that's 17
That's a lot.
damage.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah.
17.
half
Radi-
the, yeah, or no, yeah, 17, and Rain takes no damage because Monk.
Yeah.
Well, he's a lucky boy.
Alright. Then, speaking of Rain, it is his turn.
Okay, he is going to go, Destructo on this orb.
Alright.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
I'm gonna roll all of his attacks just all at once, just because he has a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay, an 18 is definitely gonna hit. And another 18 is gonna hit. Okay.
Alright. Probably do all the damage at once, too.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. 30 damage.
Alright, as Rain kind of goes, it just kind of, his fist goes through it, and it just, like, explodes around it. Another one down.
Okay.
Alright, Lucius, it's your turn. Or-
Right.
unless you want him to move.
I'm gonna say, yeah, he used 5 feet, or no, he didn't use 5 feet to get there. I'm gonna have Rain move, or do I want Rain? Ugh, this is a hard. Yeah, I'm gonna have Rain move. I'm gonna have Rain move up here. It makes sense to go after the next objective.
Alright.
Okay.
And after you do that, another one of these guys is going to join the fray.
Of course.
Alright, I'll keep him on the same initiative as the other one. Alright, alright. Have fun. What are you gonna do?
It's still Lucius's turn. That's what we're gonna do.
Oh, I thought you were done. I never...
That's because I was doing raid.
Yeah, alright. I got confused.
Okay, is tossing an item just in a general direction a free action or an action?
I say only pulling it out or dropping it on the ground is a free action. Actually, like, exerting strength to throw it is an action.
Okay. Alright. Lucius will drop a citrus berry on the ground for you to grab on your next turn, Henry. So, well, say, this mask will be a citrus berry for you to grab on your next turn.
I already have a citrus berry that I was going to eat, but whatever.
Ow.
Okay.
Alright then, free citrus berry, whoever wants to grab it then.
I'll grab it then.
I find this little bag thing is like the good one.
Fair enough.
He's a good one.
There you go.
Henry dear.
Okay. And then Lucius is gonna go up here and he's gonna start axing this thing.
Alright.
Let's hope his attack rolls this time are better than last time. Oh, whoops. Area. Okay, his first attack will hit. His second attack will hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Bad loop at begin.
Oh no,
Yeah, that-
it's just the extended version where it's not supposed to loop.
Okay.
10-hour version.
Yeah. All right, 26. Does that equal 50? I can't see the number. You guys are...
34 plus that.
Yeah, that's 60. So it blows up too. All right. So what that entails is try to get your guys like on the squares, so I know where you are. All right.
Yeah.
The auto lock doesn't want it.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah,
could- I think you'd change that into like you can get rid of it, but whatever. We won't worry about that. All right. So what happens is you destroy these 3 surrounding black orbs around this glyph and this main orb in the middle, and it stops, and it seems less fortified now, the one in the middle, but it seems a lot sturdier than the ones you broke to penetrate that shield. But the barrier surrounding the field is still up.
Okay. Alright, now we can move on to tactics. Well, obviously, Henry, get your healing up as best as he can, and then afterwards try and get away from the snap arcs and stuff like that. So basically, grab the item, move, and if you can, try not to waste all of your spell slots, but if you can, attack the thing, but if you're about to lose all your spell slots, then don't bother, whereas everyone else surround and pound this thing, except for obviously you, Roland, where you can just, I suppose, be on snap arc duty. If you need to, Roland, try and get a citrus berry from Raffa's bag and then quaff it after you attack one of the snap arcs.
If Lunala allows it.
If she wills it.
It's... I mean, I would hope Lunala would want to keep you alive, so...
Right, I was thinking about healing up anyway before I start attacking things. Can I do that?
We'll see on your turn.
Okay.
So yeah, Henry, basically, Ron, you don't need to use another Mantle of Inspiration. Well, you don't need to, but Mantle of Inspiration does give everyone +8 to temporary HP as well, so it'd be nice. Depends on whether you want to use that or not. We don't need it to get in position, but the +8 to our temporary HP would be nice.
I believe Bless is gone too.
I have a lot of things on my plate right now with this.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, Mental Inspiration is not needed, it'd just be nice, but just do whatever you need, whatever you feel like you need to do.
Okay.
I know what I need to do.
All right, Henry boy, it's your turn.
All right. I will use a citrus berry to heal up.
All right, that's just a normal one.
Just a normal one that I have
Alright.
in my inventory.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Gotcha. Oh boy.
These citrus berries are not being nice to us.
Just 10. That's better than nothing. Alright. I'll use my movement to... Wait a minute. Is the citrus berry in action?
No, it's a bonus action.
Bonus action, gotcha.
Alright,
Then
so you
I'll
can't Mantle of Majesty.
So I'll use my... I can't Mantle of Inspiration either. Now I'll use my normal spell slots. In this case, I'm going to just use a 4th level slot, if that's available, to Denki Aidama, the orb with the gear.
All right, it automatically fails.
Of course.
Yeah.
So that's 5d. That's 5d8.
Man, Denki Aidama's really putting in some work.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16 damage on there, and then I'm going to use my movement to...
Those rocks are actually rocks, I should point out, too. Like, they're cover.
Those are actually rocks?
Yes.
I would never guess a rock is a rock.
I mean,
Oh my god! A
You-
rock?
What I'm saying is you could hide behind it.
Yeah.
Then I will. Here we
Okay.
go. Here's the rock.
Alright. Yeah, you can make it. Definitely. Alright. Good job.
Yeah, those 25. That's 25 feet exactly. I'm glad. I just barely. Like, whoa!
Alright, so, Big Boy, on his turn, he's going to heal up to 40. And he's going to point the cannon this time at, I guess Henry's behind a rock, and Lucius and Rain.
Okay.
Dex saving throws.
Alright. Rain's dex save was really good, though we don't have Bless anymore. Alright, he's got half cover, so...
I'm gonna do this too. Oh, okay. He got his miasma back.
Disgusting.
Oh, freaking heck.
Stay away from me.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure Rain passes.
He has that much constitution?
Wait, oh, that was a con save? I thought that
Oh,
was dex.
sorry, it's Dex. I was thinking of something else.
I was just
He
about
was
to say...
thinking of Sabnock's con.
I was thinking of the stun for some reason, but that's not the stun.
Okay, I was just about to say.
Huh.
Okay, Lucius is not quite as good, so Lucius is probably going to take some big chunk damage. Actually, she just has this. Oh! Thank goodness!
Oh, yeah.
You both made it, but you still, well, Rain takes nothing. But
Yeah, Lucius is going to take damage.
5d12 plus 8. 5d12. Yeah, we know. we.
Plus one.
15. Okay.
All right.
And what type is that?
Radiant damage.
Wow, something that actually uses radiant damage.
Yeah, who would
What
have thought?
the heck? This isn't Necrozma?
He is going to move here.
Oh.
All right.
Good, Anakin.
Raffa.
Alright, guys. It's time for Kaikiai.
Oh boy, the horn.
Yup, it's time for the Kaikiai, guys.
Toot.
The Toot Toot horn is coming back.
Oh boy.
Alright.
I need
So
to.
everyone has so both Sabnock, the crystal thingy-majazz, which if it is a crystal, it has even worse odds, and the Snabbarks all have to make a Constitution 15 saving throw.
Sabnock doesn't need to make it because he just automatically makes it.
Yeah, I say no.
No, this isn't even legendary resistance. This is just because it's plus 14.
Oh man.
All right.
Yeah, that would do it.
All right. So, let me just see. It's not made of glass or crystal, so it needs to make a con throw. That's just a straight up D20. It makes it.
Rip. 17.
All right.
So I guess the Snabbarks take half and Sabnock takes half.
Oh, I didn't do it for those guys. Isn't it only like, what's the radius of it? It's a cone.
30. It's a 30-foot cone. I
Oh.
positioned myself exactly to hit them all.
Okay, so those guys have to do one. Let me just math this away. 33.
You away me. Yes.
This is for dog number. What is their con? It's plus 4. plus 4. They both made it.
So it's
Oh.
like 8 damage for everything there.
Oh,
Now
wait.
the fun part.
This goes back to 25 because it passed. All right.
Percentile dice.
We're Gucci.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. He didn't like that. So what he is going to do is he's going to use a legendary action to he is going to use kind of spin around with his fists, and he's going to hit Henry, Raffa. Can he reach Lucius? He has a lot of reach. He has 20 feet reach.
Okay, then Lucius is just barely out of range.
I don't know. Seems like it hits everyone but Roland. All right.
Are
yeah.
you counting the squares, or are you counting the, Because if you're counting the measurement, then yeah, it is. But if you're counting the squares, it just barely... Wait.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If I'm counting. I guess I gotta be consistent, right? Yeah. Alright, so it does not hit Lucius and Rain. Just Raffa and Henry. He's gonna use Slam on both of you, too. Both of you. D20 plus 15. That was for Henry.
That does not hit Raffa.
That was for Henry. What about a 33?
Yeah.
This is for Henry. I think he's gonna go down.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna die.
15.
Yep, there we go. Now I'm dead. Hi.
You're not dead yet. You're just...
I have to roll a d10, right?
Not yet. Okay, so Raffa, you take 17. Henry, you go down as this thing kind of spins around. I'm getting,
Alright, I'm eating another citrus berry as my bonus action.
Oh, wait. Wasn't your turn over?
No. I didn't use my bonus action.
Okay.
We have citrus berries for days. Just expect us to eat one every single turn.
Okay, I'll let you eat a citrus berry.
Yeah, I got one more than last time.
Okay. Turn is over. These guys are gonna round on you, Raffa. And they're going...
I love you all.
No regrets.
No regrets.
They make 2 attacks, a bite and a claw. So here comes... Oh, this is going to be 4 attacks. So D20 plus 3. That fails.
Yeah.
The other one's going to try and bite.
Yay.
Now they're going to try and claw you. Jesus.
Yes. Roll low.
Yay.
Keep rolling low.
Yay.
That misses?
That misses.
Okay, you dodge all these attacks. So they try and bite you, and the dogs try to chomp up this cat. Alright. Well, it's such a mess over here.
Yes, it is.
Oh man, I feel like just that Ben 10 moment where I'm just diving between jaws.
Roland! It looks like your
Okay.
friends are in trouble.
We have to get that last tower down in order to clear the force field up.
We can do the most damage to him. And by the way, I forgot to heal his HP.
By directly attacking him? Hardly.
Yes! You saw what a critical wound you inflicted on him. In fact, what are you doing?
I guess I'll just be talking as I go ahead and attack this thing since you're not
Okay. Yeah, she wants you to attack the dog or him.
Can I heal up first as a bonus action, or?
Yeah. You can go ahead. If you're just healing
I'm gonna
yourself.
use my 1 silver citrus berry to replenish my health.
Okay. That is...
What's that?
What's
8d4 plus 8.
Yeah, there you go.
$25.
Alright, you recover 25. You're gonna fly in and swoop in and attack him.
Yes.
Alright. And make your attack. You did notice Henry kind of got slammed into a rock, and looks like he's doing worse for wear too.
I know.
I'm on the floor. I'm on the ground, covered in rocks. This is what's happening.
First attack.
That's a miss.
Second attack.
That's a miss.
Excuse me?
That is a miss.
A 19 misses.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's made
Can
out
I
of Raffa.
disengage and take evasive action?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
She's just wary that you're still staying on this guy.
Can I move here?
Yes, you can. But, like, as you're flying away, you, like, feel your body, like, turn around to face it still.
I know.
Yeah. Alright. Rain. Loose Rain.
Okay. I calculated this just to make sure. Rain is basically going to do because he is a monk, he is able to walk around the snapbark and reach this without having to disengage from it, and he's going to punch Crystal Tower.
Alright.
I made sure he could do that, so let me check to see. I'm pretty sure he said he has no key points, but let me check just
He
to make
doesn't.
sure.
He said he wasted
Okay.
them.
Yeah, I thought as much, but I was kind of had half a hope he had one more. Okay, that's definitely gonna miss.
Yep. That one hits, actually. That one misses.
Oh my gosh. 6 damage.
Slap 1. Slap 2.
Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
He is going to fire again at you, Lucius. Dex saving throw.
Excuse you jerk.
Yeah, I knew this guy had like 6 legendary actions.
Yeah. I've been...
Everyone's like, boss is only out 3, and I'm like, this is the final boss. He has at least 6.
Okay. 16.
That does not pass.
I figure as much. Okay, I'm gonna need to break out the calculator for this one, probably.
Where is it? It's 5d12 with 8.
This is gonna hurt.
Yowie, zowie.
Oh!
Yowie, zowie. 21.
Okay.
What are you at right now?
Huh?
What's your HP?
Calculating.
Oh, I can do it if you want me to.
No, I got my calculator up.
Alright.
Okay. Lucius is at 10 HP.
Alright. Excellent.
Thank you.
And it's your turn, so you get to go.
Yeah. Okay. Lucius is gonna go up to here and he's going to attack Crystal Thing.
All right.
Okay, let me make sure my attack rolls are correct, because I'm paranoid. 23.
That does hit.
Okay, Lucius is also going to use Blasto Burn with his Nova X as well.
All right. So I think Sabnock is in the blast zone, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sabnock and the Crystal Tower both need to give Dex saves.
I think it just fails because it can't really dodge out of the way, the Crystal Tower. D20 plus 13.
Okay, here's normal damage. And, give me a second. The home brewery is being dumb.
Yeah, this kind of matters.
Yeah, okay, and... $16 fire damage.
62.
And Lucius is gonna... If the Crystal Tower is still up, Lucius is also gonna throw a level 2 Divine Smite on it.
It's still up.
Okay. Yeah, this is basically me trying desperately to hope taking it down work. Okay, level 2. I assume that thing does not count as any of the things Divine Smite cares about.
No, it's just a construct.
Thought so.
It's evil, but it's just...
It's evil, but that's just because it was made by evil.
10.
You feel it does more damage than it should have. 72. Or, no, 82. But it's a lot more resilient.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Lucius still has his next attack. Not that... So maybe we can, maybe this can work.
I'm like
21.
That does hit.
Okay, Lucius is going to use a level 1 Divine Smite on it after doing this damage. 9 damage.
91.
13.
1 plus 26. 117.
It's still alive.
It is still alive. It's
Okay.
fizzling, but it's still going.
Probably at
Shit.
150 or 130 then.
Citrus Berry.
Alright.
Again, all bonus actions are citrus berries unless you're the penguin, in which case it's punch.
Yeah.
Seven.
I doubt this will too terribly matter, but it's... There we are.
He doesn't have any legendary actions, so go.
I'm gonna have to go pick up Henry.
Well, you can't really right now because we're kind of surrounded by snap arcs, which
Well,
means you need
I'll
to...
have to disengage and fly.
Yeah, you would have to disengage in order to reach Henry. We definitely need this Crystal Tower broken like yesterday. So, hopefully Rain is able to do it, because I don't think Lucius is going to survive this next round of combat.
I mean, our best person to heal Henry is unable to, which is Rodney, so...
Unfortunately, unless this next turn goes without a hitch, only Rodney will be the only one to be able to pick up the fight. And he can't really destroy the tower unless he convinces Linala to take care of it.
Well, you've got... What I recommend doing is I recommend after your turn, I recommend taking that citrus berry that's on the ground and giving it to, like, one of us, whoever the heck it happens to be down, probably Lucius, because, yeah, what I recommend doing, Lunel will probably allow this, is to give Lucius that citrus berry so he can get back up and hopefully destroy the tower, or give it to Rain if he's down and get him back up.
I do not think I can do that.
Yeah, you can. Lunel's allowing healing. You can use your bonus action to heal, you just can't attack anything but Sabnock.
I'll have to check with the rules.
Or
You mean
me.
you mean the deity? I'll have to ask the deity later. We've been put on hold.
Yes.
All right.
All right. I think that's the plan. So
I'll take out my house roll, and Henry, I'll let you do a death saving throw. Just a d20.
Okay.
Let's go.
Watch him get up on his feet. No, that's one fail.
Yup. Yeah, knew it. Knew it.
All right. He is going to... He's going to punch Lucius with his legendary action. I have to go find Discord and make sure the sheet's open. All right. Slam. Plus 15. Here goes. Oh, no.
I was not expecting to be able to dodge this.
No. I think you're gonna go down because it's... Well, no, you might not if it's... Or no, it's 2d12.
This is bludgeoning damage, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, luckily, Lucius does stave off a bit of this damage, at least.
25?
It doesn't matter, Lucius is still going down, but...
yeah, I thought something like that happened.
Now it's actually his turn. Oh, 44.
4.
We got 2 players down. Alright. So what he's going to do is he's going to try and...
I think I know what I have to do.
He is going to try and... Miasma. Wisdom saving throws for Raffa and Rain. Lucius, you don't have to because you're unconscious.
All right, the wisdom saving throws. Quell, you know what to do. I mean, I guess because Lucius is down, I no longer have superpowers.
Yeah,
No.
that's kind of the problem here.
I don't think I made it.
Hate backseat, but you do have that inspiration.
Yes. Use
I'm like-
inspiration, use pity Pelipper now.
Oh yeah, he's still there too.
Hey! What kind of inspiration is this?
Pity Pelipper.
Pity... yeah, I guess pity Pelipper time.
Okay. I hope you have a soliloquy already.
Yeah, man.
Why do you
mean,
deserve this to pass this roll, Raffa?
I deserve to pass this role because Raffa was never meant to be the hero. But she's here to contribute what she can to the people that she found along the way, that she found a greater cause with and for and to. Even though she knows she's going to die, if she can break this thing, Gratuita Harmonia will be the last defense between this and the entire planet. If she this is how her story ends, she's okay with that.
Take a d20. Add it 13 to your 13.
26.
You're good. You passed, but Pity Pelipper's gone.
I just used up all of our resources, guys.
Your fail safes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think it was well used. Okay, he tries the miasma again, but You're about to, like, go to town on Lucius, Raffa, but you stave it off. All right. Make your
I
heart.
took that from my eulogy, man.
All right. Now I have nothing for the end.
No, I have nothing for my eulogy.
All right, Raffa, it's your turn.
All right. The time is come to start wailing on this thing. 15 and 18.
18 hits.
All right. And we're gonna do 14 damage, not bad. And then I'm gonna stuff Lucius's face with a citrus berry.
All right. Oh, 1,000. No, it's not that much.
1,000 damage. Let's
Yeah,
go.
1,000 damage. It's broken. We're done. Let's go.
All right.
All right, yeah. So 2d4 plus 2 for the Lucius guy. Do I roll that or does he roll that?
Either or.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters.
No. What a surprise.
Well. Cool. I ain't up for long, but...
He's gonna drop another one of these guys. It doesn't get to act with the other ones, but it's there.
Cool.
Or are you moving, Raffa? I guess I should ask that. Or you so?
I mean, I could fly.
You could fly?
I can fly. I know it's a shocker.
They fly now?
They fly now?
They
These
fly
cats?
now.
These cats here, they fly. Where'd my information on that record? I mean, like, yeah, I think I'll fly up 5 feet. Not high enough to get out of their range, but
All right.
I
Yeah,
will
you're off the
fly
ground,
forward.
but
5 feet up.
all right. These guys, they're gonna spread out their attacks. All right, and I'll do this fair. D1 is Lucius. D2 is Raffa. D3 is Rain. Lucius.
Hello.
Hello there.
Well,
Hello there.
all right. Oh wait, no, wrong one. This isn't Sabnock. This is these guys. +6. D20 +6. This is the bite. Misses.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, and I guess the second bite is going towards Raffa.
That misses too. Yay.
And I'm just gonna do the 2 claws towards Rain.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh!
there you go.
Lucius is going to... No, wait. Oh, yeah, wait. Lucius is going to use his reaction to pose disadvantage on that.
All right. Still hits.
Okay, that still hits, but it's not a nat 20.
All right, and this is just gonna be the other one, Klein, which also hits. So he has 2 attacks coming his way with the claws. So that is, let's just do 4d10 +6.
This is going to hurt him.
24 damage.
Ugh. Okay. Rain's hurting a lot.
We all hurt.
Yes,
much.
we all are. I'm aware.
Rodney, it's your turn.
No, that's a peculiar situation. How's the tower look?
It looks like it's doing that thing where it's like sparking, going like every 2 seconds, like looks like
hope
it's
they can
ready to break.
I hope they can take care of it within the round. I guess I'll go ahead and distract this Sabnock guy again.
All right, so you fly in towards him.
I'm not really in a position to hit any of the barkers.
No.
Come on!
That hits.
Attack number 2. I'll go ahead and roll attack number 2.
And Lucius is involved, so you get that extra sneak attack damage. So it's 66. And that one hits too.
Okay.
So execute order 66.
As you wish, my lord. Okay, 2d6 plus 8 for counting both attacks. No, hold on. How do these 2 attacks work?
That's the normal, like, sword damage, so you just do that twice.
Yeah. Just do it twice, or you can add them both up, however you want to roll it.
So 9. That's 53. And 11. And it pierces right through any resistances he had. It's funny how we, like, painted that sword as, like, useless, but it actually has kind of thwarted me several times.
And 66 because Lucius is involved, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
And because we did 2 attacks, it's 12 these?
No, you only get
No.
sneak attack once.
Wouldn't it be funny, though?
It would be pretty funny, but it hilariously broken. Alright,
Maybe more damage.
you do a crippling blow, and Lunala is pleased with this, that you are being such a good host for her and doing this much with her sacred relic.
Laugh it freaking up. I'm gonna disengage, and I'm gonna go to safety, take evasive actions once again. Can I go here?
Yeah,
Then I'll stay here.
well done. Another one of those should lay down that fiend.
Are you sure? It's like a god. You sure it can't take much more than this?
It can clearly take much more. But- Alright, Rain.
It's like a comedic routine. It's like one more move and it'll die bad for sure. And it's like,
Okay.
are you sure? It looks very much healthy to me.
Rain's gonna attack the crystal tower.
Okay, I'll just spell it out for you. You need an 18.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
an
well,
18.
Natural 20 return.
Okay, so 2 attacks hit, but sort of 3 attacks hit. Sorta. This would be the damage. 18.
Alright. It is like fading in and out right now. It's like almost like it looks very unstable. Like you feel like you could tickle it and it would die.
Yep,
We just
150.
need one more bit of damage.
Oh my gosh!
I knew it.
Yeah.
That is lame.
Lucius, it's your turn.
Well, I could attack roll this thing, but that's really a risk I'm not willing to take. Lucius is gonna use Chip Away and destroy this thing.
Alright. So, what happens when you do that? You smash it, and the purple barrier around you just falls down. And you are back out in, like, kind of the moon environment. And Sabnock here seems enraged by that. We will go to tactics.
Bonus action?
Oh, okay. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Bonus action, Nah, I'm just gonna quaff, should I quaff, or should I have someone else quaff? Lucius will quaff Lucius will quaff a citrus berry.
Well, technically you're ingesting. You quaff liquid. But, yeah, go ahead. This is blown up.
Okay, that's actually nice.
Alright. Yeah. Alright, now
2d4 plus 2.
we will go to tactics.
Okay, so hopefully something will happen to save our hides, because we're not in the best of straits. Definitely I recommend someone get over to Henry and give him a citrus berry like this turn if he doesn't somehow miraculously come up himself.
I can't do that.
You haven't argued with Lunal about that, but okay. His auto regen may or may not be gone. I think we need to survive this. I think what we need to do is we need to like survive this turn. So everyone, try and survive as best as possible for this turn, and we might be hearing the Gratuitia Harmonia next turn. If Lucius is up, he's going to basically plead for the Gratuitia Harmonia to get up and get going, if at all possible, and just make sure. But yeah. Somebody try and get Henry up, whoever is able to. Everyone else just sort of survive as best as you can.
I mean, I can tell you right now, we want to split up.
Yeah, that's another thing too, is everyone also sort of start splitting up. That way it can't AoE us, so revive Henry, survive this turn, split up. That's basically what we need to do right now.
I mean, I'm gonna have to disengage and eat some stuff because I still have a few more tricks I need to get off before I go down.
I mean, if you want, Lucius will disengage and we'll go to Henry if at all possible, though it may not be possible depending on damage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll have Rain disengage and go to Henry and feed him a citrus berry.
Also, our phase 1 music is over.
Yes.
Yes.
Dead silent right now.
Where's my phase 2 music?
Yeah. All right.
I wonder where our phase 2 music is.
Henry.
Oh, it's playing. You just can't hear it because the stratosphere is now gone.
No, you're still Lunala aura is back, like intact, letting you hear stuff. But Henry. Oh, we got a 17. Excellent. That's one fail, one success. Sabnock is going to slam Rain.
Okay.
24.
I'm
not even going to bother imposing disadvantage on that.
All right.
It's probably not going to do jack all.
Oh, no!
That does 0 damage, does not kill.
17.
Okay, yeah, Rain's down.
Rain is down.
Rip.
Riplup.
And he heals 5.
I'm just playing the dark matter music right now.
Well, just you wait. You see from over here a beam of lightning just strikes him in the back of the head, Sabnock.
Where did that come from?
Sora's crossbows are now arrows of light. I knew it.
And he takes 30.
Well.
Where on earth did that come from?
Oh no, 4. And you see kind of the
boy.
The crumpled body of the man you saw get thrown out the window over here.
Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
Man. Dimitri got a gun.
I mean, every one of them has a gun.
All
I
right.
mean, I have a gun, but it's got no juice.
All right, Henry also has a gun.
He will then. Does he get his miasma back?
Please don't.
No.
Thank you.
All
We
right.
don't need none of your stinking miasma.
All right. Then we'll go to Raffa.
Oh, rip. I'm gonna use my bonus action to give Rain an orange berry.
All right.
Uh,
This is your strats right now, just desperately.
I'm running out of the good stuff. In fact, I don't even have much of the bad stuff left either. And I'm gonna use my action to disengage. And then I'm gonna go about 15 feet over here, and then 15 feet up for a total of 20 feet up.
All right. The bubble Lunala created is about 60 feet up, just as a frame of reference.
Well, I don't need to breathe.
Yeah. Is that all you're going to do?
Yep, those were all of my actions.
And Sabnock is going to point his gun at this guy. And not let him do that again.
Yeah, I figured he was about to be a dead man.
No.
He makes a saving throw.
Dimitri, French fry hair man.
Come on, Dimitri, you should have good con and good,
What's his, what's the damage? Let's see. It's a D20. Okay, so he takes full damage. D5D 5D12 plus 8 radiant damage. Okay, yeah. So Sabnock charges this thing up, and you see just nothing but ash left of where this guy shot him.
There's
Well-
not even a gun there anymore.
Yeah, he had 50 HP, and he was at 1. Or no, he was at, yeah. Oh, he's still there, I guess. He's not dead. He's NPC dead, so he doesn't make saving throws. He's dead. All right. Okay, well, on the bright side, he wasted an action doing that. Meanwhile, these guys are going to round on you. Actually, this one's going to go after Raffa. This thing's going to try and stun you.
How is he able to do that?
He is going to screech, roar, let out this fiendish screech at you, Raffa. So make a Constitution saving throw, 14.
Oh, man.
Well, your con is thankfully high, but you don't have Lucius as support.
I'm like, it was 11, so I did pass.
It's 14.
Oh.
Yeah. So you fall and take... I'll just do the other one. Oh my god. You take 2 damage from your 20-foot fall.
Yay.
You are proned and stunned.
Less yay.
You can go ahead and take an opportunity attack on that one, Lucius, if you want.
May as well, yeah.
All right.
Whoops, not plus. I wish I had plus 12 for an attack roll.
Well, I saved the boy.
Okay. Oh!
Natural 20.
Not what I wanted to use a natural 20 on, but, do I Divine Smite here, or do I not? The answer is probably not. Yeah, no. Well, yeah, no. Okay, I'll just do the normal damage. Yeah, normal damage.
Ooh.
25 fire damage to that thing.
33. All right. But it gets to go. And it gets to make a bunch of attacks with advantage.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
I'm gonna die.
Well, pray high AC saves you. Despite advantage.
All right. So it gets 1 bite. 20 plus 6. D20 plus 6. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
you're
dead.
dead.
I'm going to die unless he rolls 111.
2d6 plus 3. 13. You
Ow.
down?
Am I down? No, I
Ooh.
am not.
Okay, well it does another 2d6 because it was a crit.
Yeah, no, I'm down.
All right.
Rip.
This thing is going to attack you, Lucius.
Okay.
14.
Does not hit.
Hello?
Oh!
For the love of gosh!
Oh no!
Do you go down anyway?
I don't think so, but I think it's very unlikely that I won't go down.
All right. This was with the claws.
She's got 5 HP. I believe in you.
No, I don't have 5 HP. I have more than that.
2d10 plus 3, so 4d10 plus 3. And
Okay, then I probably, unless it rolls really low, I'm probably dead. Yeah. Lucius is down.
All right.
We got a penguin.
3
Well.
down.
4.
All right. Rodney, it is your turn.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, now's about the time when you want to tell Lunala, hey, can I get these guys some berries?
You see your friends laying there except for Rain, who looks just as beaten up.
It might be as good a time as any to help my friends with berries.
But we have to press on the attack.
Are you blind? 3 of my 4 patriots are done.
Well, if you could get them up and still attack, I'll allow it. But we must not show weakness.
You're no fun. Can I heal one and still attack?
Yeah, you use your thanks to my glorious house rules, you are allowed to use your bonus action to administer a berry to them, and you can still attack. You just can't use your cunning action.
Right. Okay. I can grab this berry on the ground, right?
Yeah, free action. And there are 3 dead people. Well, not dead, but down people.
Yeah, you can reach anyone that you want.
Yeah, because you can just fly over everything.
I wonder who will be the most beneficial.
I'm like, probably not me right now.
I'm gonna say, just to make sure that he doesn't die, I'm gonna try to get to Henry.
All right, you can do that.
After grabbing that citrus berry that Lucius left on the ground, I go to Henry and I pop a citrus berry in him.
All right, 2d4 plus 2 to Henry.
2d4 plus 2?
Yeah. Yeah, that's correct.
Does he have to roll it, or should I?
Either or, probably you, since you're the one administering it. So I'll say you do it.
Henry recovers 7 HP.
Yeah, you're back on your feet, Henry. You see, as your eyes fade in, you see the cat above you shoving a berry down your throat.
It's not over yet. Get up. And then I
Oh
go ahead
no,
and-
it's not over.
And then just this authoritative female voice comes out of Rodney and says, "Yes, back to your feet!"
Ah! Ah! Yeah, yes, ma'am. I will, yes.
All right.
All right, time to attack the Sabnock again.
All right.
Just so we're clear, if I attack, I can't really defend myself or run away this time.
You can run away because you're a swashbuckler.
Oh, I guess I could, yes.
Just as long as you attack it.
I'm like, wouldn't he be out of movement?
All right, let's see where you go. Oh, right, he has no cutting edge. Yeah, I think you went too far. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to stay there.
Oh, that does not hit.
Oof. You have another attack still. That hits.
That will
So
hit.
close. So close.
Wait, did you say that his current thing with Lunala gives him crits on 19s, or did I forget, or did I hear that wrong?
No,
Or am I remembering wrong?
his magic weapon just got buffed a little with +3 instead of +2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Plus
So
3 instead of +2? I didn't hear that.
oh, I believe I said it.
Yeah, he did.
Anyway. I'm sure that didn't affect the outcome of the battle much.
So,
Okay.
And your sneak attack does not include Lucius because, well,
he's down.
yeah.
But you still get the sneak attack. But that's a
31 points of damage. And I cannot run away.
no.
No more invasive actions. I guess I have to stay where I am.
You are doing so much damage to him that he is really annoyed with you, and he tries to slam you.
Of course he does. And which is why I'm going to uncanny dodge the heck out of it.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah. Yeah, he can. He hasn't used his reaction yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a reaction?
Yeah.
Roll powered, boy.
The 28 will hit, by the way.
Yeah. 2d12 plus 8. Shoot. 14 halved. So 7. All right. Yeah. That was his legendary action. Rain. What's Rain gonna do?
Rain is going to take a citrus berry from Lucius's bag and feed it to him.
All right. Heal.
Okay. And no questioning about who does the healing this time because, well...
I mean, at this point, I'm just like, it probably took a lot of effort not to eat it himself.
That is a fair point. Okay. Lucius is back up, and then Rain will take the dodge action.
Alrighty. Lucius, it's your turn.
Okay. Lucius is going to activate his blah, blah, blah. He's going to activate his channel divinity to give everyone disadvantage on attack rolls. Or to give everyone, make it so that enemies have disadvantage on attack rolls against everyone.
Alright. So they all have disadvantage, but saving throws are still Gucci.
Yes, unfortunately he can't do nothing about saves.
Alright.
Okay.
And nothing else?
And he's going to bonus action Citrus Berry because we're surviving on the skin of our teeth. Oh my gosh. That's not very good. And can he move over here?
Who? Yeah, I guess you're not really leaving anyone's range. So, yeah, you can do that. I'll say you can do that. Whether you...
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna move over there.
All right. So at the end of this round, you hear something. You hear a very familiar song start to echo through the moon.
I knew it.
Yes, finally.
The shrub boy.
You hear many familiar voices, Henry. You hear your friend among them. You hear Nocturne. You even hear Sora amongst all these voices. Cacophony of voice. I wouldn't say cacophony because it's actually harmonic. And what happens when you all hear that? It sounds so clear and dynamic that, first of all, Sabnock begins like holding his horny head. Oh, choice of words. His head and covering his ears as these dogs just.
Okay, thank goodness. That gets rid of the snap arcs. I
All-
was hoping this
Come on,
would
get
do that.
Raffa.
all just poof. And it looks like he is suffering right now. All right, tactics time. And I shall start your...
Somebody
Okay.
get Raffa.
Henry, if you've got anything, wake up Raffa. And beyond that, it's basically time to go ham onto this guy.
I don't have
Do we
anything.
even have any healing items left?
I don't.
I do.
Me neither.
Oh,
Oh,
you okay?
crap. Alright, I don't know what you're gonna do, Henry. I'll have Lucius disengage and go to Raffa then, or something like that, if at all possible.
Come on. All 5 of us need to be together. In order to
Can't
stop
you use the
this
flute
thing.
for, like, healing word or something like that?
I can use healing word, but I don't think that works for those who are already down.
No,
does.
it does.
It does? Does it?
I guess I'll use healing word then. Let's go.
Yeah, get Raffa up, and then, everyone, basically, it's time to surround and pound.
It's time to rip and tear and end this chapter once and for all.
All right. Henry, go.
As I move closer to Raffa, I shall also play my melody of healing, the heal pulse, as it were.
All right. And I believe that's D4 plus your charisma modifier.
Yes, D4 plus my charisma modifier. D4 plus 2. Oh, wait a minute. Doesn't it have that sort of extra level thing going on?
Yes, it does. I'll look that up for you. Healing word.
Yeah, I'll look this up. I got it.
All right.
I believe it's
I'll-
like
Yeah.
an increased dice per level or something like that.
When you use the second level or higher, the healing increases by 1d4. So 3d4.
All right. You're using level 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
3d4 plus charisma.
3d4 plus 2. Let's go.
10.
Here you go, Raffa.
Back on your feet.
Back on the feet. All 4 of them.
The kitty will stay pretty as long as she is alive.
All right. He will. What are the rules when he does this? Okay, he still has legendary actions while this is playing. All right. So he is going to. He's going to grab the cannon, and it seems like he turned something on it.
Oh god, no.
All right. And he actually takes 5 damage during his turn instead of regenning it. Psychic damage.
Okay.
We need to bring him down now.
Well, what we can is it time to use the our own death cannon.
Raffa, it's your turn. I guess these things aren't here anymore.
So with the death cannon, does that take 4 turns to do, or can just one of us do it on our turn?
All 4 of you have to go together to do it. You have to be within 5 feet. You all have to consent to it.
Well, I guess we'll discuss that during tactics time.
Okay.
Is Rain within 5 feet of Sabnock?
Yes, he is.
Rip.
I never get to use the good stuff.
Unless you can fly and get away from him and do it somewhere that it isn't around rain. Yeah, probably.
No, it's impossible. Not with that attack. Okay, I'm going to use 3 charges of the Rayquaza staff, and I'm going to guarantee this hit is a crit.
Alright.
I'll try to mark that down.
Raffa's just holding the Rayquaza in her mouth.
I mean, I figured it was I figured that she would stand on it like a broomstick.
No! She's riding the Rayquaza.
Yep.
Okay, this plus charger is gonna probably deal some nice damage.
I'm like, do I have to roll to hit with this, or is this just a hit as well?
It's an automatic crit, so I imagine you wouldn't need to roll to hit.
Yeah, I think it's just an
Yeah.
automatic crit.
2d8 plus... I guess Charger comes in with this as well, which is plus 5, so...
What?
It has to think. Hello.
Oh, no, you did it wrong. You did 2d2,
Ah, yeah.
2d.
2d8 plus 12. 25 damage. That does take a dash to do, though, to activate Charger like that.
Alright. You doing anything else?
Bonus action, Citrus Berry Self. So that'll be 2d4 plus 2.
Are you flying in the sky, or are you on the ground?
I'm flying just above the ground, if that makes any sense.
Like 5 feet above the ground? You're just hovering, basically?
Pretty much. 7 HP, the best I've rolled yet.
He is gonna try and slam you, Raffa.
You'll have disadvantage on this.
Alright.
It probably won't matter, but he will have disadvantage.
Yeah, that still hits. This second one also hits.
Alright. But, you notice he's not doing as much damage. 2d12 plus 8.
Okay, so he still hits like a truck, but he's not going to deal as much damage. That's good to hear.
He hits like a truck, just not a big one this time.
11 damage.
11 damage.
Oh,
Good
okay.
thing I took that citrus berry.
Yeah. Alright, he's still writhing, holding his head.
Owie.
Alright. Rodney. Our time is now!
Right then, let's go. Oh, this is funny. I'm gonna do this really cool attack move where I'm gonna fly, slash him across the whatever, and I'm gonna end up on the opposite side of the arena.
Alright.
Let's do this. Well, the opposite side of him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like the
It's
anime
slashing
sword slash thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. First attack.
That actually hits him now.
Cool. Second attack roll for safety. That also hits.
Yeah.
And Lucius is in, so you will get the 66.
You've got it. Let's see here. I'll do them separately.
13. That's
Another 13.
so 26. 80.
22 more from sneak attack.
91. 22 is. Thinking, and then 213. All right. Rain can go.
So like I said, I ended up here, right?
Yeah, you're like on the other side of him.
Okay, Raid is going to go...
Oh, wait.
Raid is going to ask a question.
Okay.
Holy!
What's Rain gonna ask?
Could I use the wind cape to knock the cannon out of his hands?
That's the most creative thing I've heard so far, so go for it. He has to make a sleight of hand.
Oh, that is really smart.
And his dex isn't that good. And he has disadvantage because the song's playing. I think he failed. So he drops it. And... what should we get to represent the cannon? Here, we'll just get... we'll get a cart. It's over here, and you notice it's like buzzing and
I forget, was the wind cape an action or a bonus action?
it was definitely an action.
Okay. I'm re-going into the thing.
Do you want me to recap what happened, or kind of where you stand?
Your HP, Rain, your HP is currently at 9.
At 9.
Yes, at 9.
Beautiful. Okay.
Don't worry, we're all very, very, very hurting.
You have more HP than me.
The only one who is not really hurting is Rodney, but that's not saying much.
Okay. The cannon is buzzing.
Yes. You saw him flip a switch on it, and as an action,
I'm going to move around him so that I don't get opportunity attacked.
All right. Yeah.
The cannon.
Yeah.
I've got 45 feet, so I assume I can make it.
Yeah.
Would it be a free action to undo whatever he did? Or would that be an action?
Do an intelligence saving throw, or not saving, just an intelligence roll.
Intelligence roll. That's just a straight roll. No, I don't.
You have no idea what he did, and you might be too small to undo what he did. You don't really know.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay put then.
All right. Sure thing. Lucius, it's your turn.
Okay. Let me... I'm half tempted to throw him in darkness, but something... Would throwing the thing in darkness be advantageous to us? Nah, I'm gonna assume this demon probably has, like, blind sight or tremor sense or whatever, something to prevent us from just darknessing his head off. So, Lucius is gonna attack this guy, and I'm gonna pray for a nat 20, because if I get a nat 20, oh boy. I'm probably not gonna get it, but...
That
14 hit.
That just misses him.
Okay, well, we know what his AC is now.
We need 15 in order to hit him.
21.
That one does.
Okay. Oh my! Citrus berry.
So is the gun's barrel here or here?
I'll say that's the barrel.
Okay.
All right. We will go to tactics. Let's do 1 minute.
All right. I was going to say we should think about using the super attack, but now that the gun's on the ground, I'm going to say let's not do that yet.
Yeah,
let's try to aim the cannon at this bad boy.
yeah, somebody should definitely go for the cannon. Actually, Henry, do you have still Bardic Inspiration?
I think I might. I don't know.
I think you've only used 3, and you haven't used any other throughout this dungeon, so I'm pretty sure you should, yeah.
You're right.
Okay, so Mantle of Majesty, and let's basically form a wall between this guy and the cannon, so get Lucius and Raffa to move over. That way we can basically form a wall between him and the cannon so he can't grab it.
Well, I have another plan for the cannon.
Well, at least this will give us some time. So yeah, do that and then use your action for whatever you want.
Very well, Your Majesty.
All right. Henry, it's your turn.
Utilizing my Mantle of Majesty, I have Lucius and Raffa move around around Sabnock so they get closer to the cannon.
All right.
I will then use my action to cast my final charge of the Staff of Creation, using a Denki Dama on Sabnock himself.
All right. Is it fully charged up, or like a level 7, or what level is that?
Well, it's a level 6,
Okay.
like all the other times, right?
Yeah. Well, he doesn't not have advantage anymore. Oh, shit. Got 18. He'll take half damage.
Oh no. Well, better than nothing.
17.
That's still pretty decent.
Mathing. 35. Alright. He is going to... take 5 damage. 5 psychic damage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Well, from the song, huh?
he cannot use the gun anymore. Miasma doesn't work. He's gonna multi-attack. He's going to attack Lucius and Raffa.
Alright, I hope we have good RNG. That was Lucius. That was me.
Yeah, that was Lucius and you.
Alright, good, because that misses me.
Yeah, I'm fine with this outcome, actually. I'm 100% fine with this hitting Lucius and missing Raffa, because Lucius has probably higher HP right now.
16.
Okay, and that is 16 completely, right?
Bludgeoning damage, yes.
Oh, okay, bludgeoning, perfect. That's less for Lucius.
Alright. Sure. We then go to Raffa. It's your turn.
Alright, how big is the barrel?
I say it's about 5 feet.
Alright. I'm going to shove the battering ram hatch down the barrel and plug it up with the battering ram.
Okay. Do an intelligence roll.
I'm like, I'm not as smart as I think.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Let's make it a strength. Just a straight up strength roll to... Attack roll. Let's do an attack roll. So just using your strength.
Oh, man.
I think that's just a D20 plus 4 for you.
No, it's Dex Fighter. Oh! So it just kind of like slides off to the side and you don't get it in.
Rip.
Alright. Rain and Raffa have made that that intelligence roll so far. Okay.
Alright, now I need to go eat an orange berry.
By far the person doing the most damage is Rodney, so he's going to use a legendary action to try and swat Rodney.
Since you can see this coming, I'm uncanny dodging it.
Oh, yeah, you definitely need to do that.
Believe I cannot, because Rodney's not close to me, I cannot disadvantage that.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right, so 4d12 plus 8.
That is incredibly stupid.
But it's halved, so it
16 damage.
goes to 16, and then you can uncanny dodge it to 8.
Oh my. Okay, 8. Cool.
And Lucius, I made a mistake. It only did 8 to you. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so it only did 6 bludgeoning damage to me.
All right. Then we go to Rodney's turn.
Alright, have that, you little fiend. Not really little, but sure. Make it count. First attack.
That hits.
Second attack roll.
That hits.
First attack damage.
14. 54.
Second attack damage.
All right. 9. That'll be 63.
Sneak attack, with or without Lucius.
Lucius is there.
Yeah, so you get 66. That's 89.
Disengage and take evasive actions.
All right. Excellent.
I'll go here.
Rain, it's your turn.
When in doubt, punch it.
What are you targeting?
That's a great question. Do I want to target the cannon or the dude?
Up to you, I suppose.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the barrel of the cannon?
This right there.
Okay, so it's already pointing at him.
Yeah, it's kind of on the ground on its side, pointing.
It's more like pointing at his toes.
In that case, I'll attack him.
All right. It's been revealed his AC is 15, so
Okay. 10 does not hit. Let's go again. 13 does not hit. Let's go again.
Ugh.
there you go.
Ah, so wait, did somebody use focus energy while it was gone?
Did not,
No.
I did not. No.
Nobody used focus energy. Okay, that's a regular
I should have.
attack then.
Honestly, there was a turn I had you take the dodge action that I should have had you use focus energy, but I completely forgot you had it.
All right, that's okay. So have I this whole campaign.
Yeah.
6 damage.
All right. He is bloodied.
So he probably has like 500 HP.
Alright, what'd I miss?
Uh,
I hit it once.
Rain hit his pinky toe or something.
Yeah. All right, that's my turn.
Lucius, it's your turn.
Can I look over at that cannon to do that int check as a
No.
free action?
Sure.
Okay, this may not work that well, but at least Lucius has a +1 to int. Unless I can squeeze this as a nature check, but I'm pretty sure I can't.
It's definitely not nature.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, okay.
Dirty 20.
Yeah.
What does Lucius know?
Alright, you read a document on this thing, and you know he set it to Ragnarok mode. And what that means is it's going to fire no matter what.
Want to help me throw down this?
And if
battering
you were
ram?
to smash it, it would expel all the energy in it. And the detriment to that is it's going to explode in your face. Whatever energy it stored.
Okay. And it's currently pointed at this guy, right?
It's pointed at him, but, reading that document you did earlier, it's going to hit whatever it was targeting without fail.
Oh, okay.
You can shove in the battering ram, or you can blow it up.
But smashing it would result in it blowing up all the energy in your face. Whatever it's stored.
Okay. I think then, I think Lucius is gonna use his battering ram for the same thing Raffa did to try and... With that roll, would Lucius know that it would just not care about his battering ram at all and would still fire anyways?
Two things would happen. Either it would still fire and hit its target, or it would just blow up in your face still. At maximum power. And that would, and to put it in D&D terms, that's probably, considering what you've learned this thing could do, that's like taking 10,000 magic missiles to the face.
Okay, interesting.
In other words, break it.
No, in other words, I'll do it.
So maybe a bead of sweat forms on your forehead when you put together this information.
Okay.
And it's vibrating right now too. It's like...
Interesting. Lucius... Yeah, okay. Lucius is gonna say, Raffa, you handle the rest. This thing needs to go now, and I'm gonna take it out.
I mean, I'm already doing that.
You don't understand, if we don't take this out, this thing's gonna blow.
I mean, I figured that. We already know it has 2 settings.
I don't know if we can... Are you sure about this? If you destroy it, you will die.
I was planning on dying anyway.
Alright, I'll do what I can for you afterwards, but... be ready. If I'm lucky, I can still do something for you later, but... for now, I wish you the best, Raffa. I'll do what I can for you after. And Lucius is gonna go after Sabnock.
Alright.
Roll 20.
Okay, Sabnock is about to take a level 3 Divine Smite, pardon my French, up the ass!
Come on, Lucius. Language.
Yeah. For a climactic thing, that's okay. Here we go.
So, Lucius, I'm gonna flavor this as well. Lucius, empowered by a desire to take out Sabnock as soon as possible, so that way he can tend to Raffa as soon as possible once that thing blows. He pulls his father's axe in his hand. He pulls all his divine energy together, and he is going to go blasting into this thing, into this demon, as hard as possible.
Okay, I'll let you know too. It has vulnerability while in this state to radiant damage too.
Perfect. This divine smite is gonna be good. 11 damage for the 11 fire damage, and let me check, because this is a high-level divine smite the first time.
And it is a fiend.
Yep. Okay, so this is going to deal, let's see, 48, 5d8. Yeah, this is going to deal 5d8 radiant damage. You know what? Or no, never mind. Rodney's not there. Darn it, Roland! I was going to also do something epic, but oh well. 5d8 radiant damage.
Can't do it! Lodala's controlling me!
Okay. Des Volts!
Oh my
19.
God. Times 2. That will be 38. 38. 44. He is, he's falling down, he's staggering, but he's kind of like giving this demonic laugh.
Okay, well, Lucius does have one more attack, so,
21.
okay. One more, a level 1 Divine Smite after this as well.
Alright, I think this is gonna do it no matter what. Yeah, okay. So...
Oh, don't even need the level 1 Divine Smite, okay.
As you kind of lay the axe into him, he falls down, mortally wounded. And he says, "It's too late. Your miserable world will die with me." And he just kind of crumples over and melts into black goo.
Oh gosh! The cannon!
I mean,
And have this timer while you're at it.
I mean, I'm already at the barrel. Y'all know what I'm gonna do.
All right. And I'll say after Sabnock falls, two lasers shoot out, and they're pointing to the planet. One is at what you can identify as the grass continent. One is the tree of life, and it's still vibrating.
All right. Lightning spell scroll down the barrel.
You are aware what will happen if you do that.
The lightning arrow spell scroll down the barrel.
I get out of the way, and I also do the long range punches to help out.
I only have one loose end. Say goodbye to my folks for me, Lucius.
Lucius,
My dad will probably remind you of yourself. He's a gentle soul.
You know the radius of this blast is going to encompass most of the moon.
This isn't going to... This is going to take out all of us regardless.
You're kidding me.
We have basically no other choice. We have to either... According to the specs, it is impossible to stop this. And it will basically destroy nearly all of us. The only thing I can possibly think of doing is... There's one thing I can hope to do, but otherwise, everyone else, be prepared to immediately destroy this thing.
Lunala, can you believe what this guy's saying right now?
Destroy that thing! You are compelled to go destroy it.
The cannon?
Yeah.
Ropey, Ropey, go inside the barrel of the cannon.
It nods and slithers inside.
Okay, Lucius is going to go up to this guy, and he's going to use his last level 3 spell slot to revive this guy.
What?
He gets up with 1 HP.
Yes. And this will break the necklace that he uses.
Yeah.
Dimitri, I don't have time to explain. Sabnock is destroyed, but he's planning on firing Ragnarok cannon into the planet. Is there any possible way to stop it without destroying it?
It takes a while for him to get his bearings, but he realizes he's talking to you, and he's taken aback a little, but then he says, You can't stop it.
There has to be a way. We either need to destroy it,
No,
or we need
it was made with a failsafe. It's going to strike no matter what. And meanwhile, Raffa, you see a little ring form in front of the cannon, and the laser is shooting towards it. And inside the ring, you see the planet.
Is there any way to redirect it? Any way to possibly cause it to go somewhere else?
No, it was made to fire from any plane, anywhere.
So we have to destroy it? That's the only way to save this planet?
He nods.
Darn it. Fine.
This isn't fair.
There, fine.
Another laser shoots out Raffa. This time it's aiming at the air continent.
If you have any suggestions, now would be the time. But otherwise, everyone, are you ready?
Against his will, Rodney is going towards the cannon, though it's more of a walk rather than a run.
He slowly, drags himself over.
No, this can't be. I've got friends and family down there.
We all do.
So I'm crawling into the barrel, and I'm gonna throw the iron door behind me. So it's blocked by the iron door, and I'm gonna fire the arrow down the shaft.
Oh, holy! Oh, you're going full sacrifice today. Okay.
Oh, okay. If we want to do full sacrifice, I'll throw down the iron door and the window.
All right. So are you all consenting to destroy this thing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
Then I will pause the timer and ask, what are your last thoughts? You're definitely going to kill it because, you've got a lot of time left. So let's just say
God.
you're in initiative again, and Henry, what are your last thoughts as you maybe do your punch of your people on the cannon?
I hope this will at least make my father proud. Even if this would lead to my death.
You give it a punch, it begins to dent and vibrate violently. Dimitri hits it with a club, saying, "This is for my men. I was aware the whole time." Raffa.
I protected the world I wanted to discover. I guess I was never really an archaeologist.
Rodney.
Phantom, Joyce, Mother, I'm so sorry that I cannot be there with you anymore. Forgive me for this, but it's for the greater good. Against my will, I slashed this cannon with the Sword of the Moon.
This accursed item cannot stay here. Rain.
Dad,
Grandpa. Looks like I won't be able to tell you about this adventure after all. Mom, I'm coming home. See you soon.
Lucius.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't finish my promise. But I want you to live a happy life. A life in a beautiful world. It may have its flaws, it may not be perfect, but I still do this because I want you, I want Ironforge, and I want everyone to live. Father, Audric, Father, I fulfilled my promise to you. Sabnock is gone. This world is safe. It's time for this martyr to make the ultimate sacrifice. And he swings his axe at it.
We then cut to back on the planet, where we see a claw holding a bell. It's revealed to be Nyarlathotep, Lando, the Sneasel, looking up at the moon, hearing those words you just said, Lucius. As visible from the planet, there's this huge white explosion that just encompasses the moon and leaves a giant crater that can be seen from the Earth, the planet. And there's no more sound coming from the bell. And he says, "And so the fate of a savior. Don't worry, Lucius. As I said, the world will pay for what it forced you to do." We then cut to this Sneasel walking back to a mystery dungeon where he goes into a familiar dwelling, hideout, fortress that Rain and Raffa explored. And he meets up with 4 other Pokemon, one of which is a Clefable, in which he throws the bell to him and says, "It's done. Those humans and that Sabnock creature are gone. Those weaklings actually went through with it. Quite a pitiful way to die in such a manner. And nobody will know besides us. They never even caught we were listening the whole time." And then 2 Meowsticks chime in. "Have plans changed now? The origin, a world of order." Then a little lizard-like Pokemon with a raspy voice says, "It makes no difference. If we live in a world of choice, it may as well be a foreordained one. The only difference is that the world does not want that one." Yes, the humans looming over our head with that weapon was problematic. I never would have imagined a creature like Sabnock was behind it all. But an interesting thing that they mentioned was there are 4 more. How ironic. You plan for the Chaos Guild to bring order to the world? But they never said where those 4 tethers were. They're somewhere on the planet. True, but they said they're located on the 4 main continents. That's a good enough place to start. And now that we have the scarves, you should be able to power through any resistance outside of Mystery Dungeons. Our uprising starts now. But Nyarlathotep, didn't you hear there was certain restrictions to breaking those tethers? Don't you worry. We have it all under control. And that's when the Sneasel looks to a familiar Fennekin. Right, Ataxia? And she slowly nods. 3 months later. All right. We have guests in the chat.
Don't worry, Henry. You're too angry to die.
We'll just wait a second because we have a plethora of guests coming.
The guest stars shall come.
Look at them all.
Really?
Not yet. We need... all right. Phantom. We'll start with you. Yep. It's 3 months later after all of this has transpired. You heard about pretty much what's happened in this time frame is Paradise and the Expedition Society kind of retold the story of what happened with your Rodney and the crew. I don't know how well acquainted you were with the rest of them. I'm getting an echo from you, Lulu.
3 months later after all of this has transpired.
Just wait. Okay. Yes, so Paradise and the Expedition Society kind of corroborated the stories of Abolition and the Chaos Guild. And for the former, it kind of caused hysteria amongst the masses. Some Pokemon believed these two groups, the Paradise and the Expedition Society, since the credibility they've amassed, that Abolition was responsible for basically murdering Pokemon, but others sided with Abolition and with the kind of the selfless philanthropist deeds they've done, and wrote it off as conspiracy. And some even fell victim to fear, hearing humans lived among them, basically wolves in sheep's clothing, and Abolition did nothing wrong, removing them. But in any case, you're probably still at your hideout. What do you see yourself up to in 3 months after this?
I mean, earlier we had sent Roland off potentially to his death, although I think Phantom would have assumed that Roland was kind of catastrophizing about that, as is his wont. And so, I mean, we're getting a little anxious about not having heard anything from him, kind of wondering, maybe did the worst actually come to pass? We're going about trying to get Team Shadow off the ground, establish ourselves as a trustworthy team, and I think that's probably what we'd have been doing.
Yeah. So when you're to yourself in your hideout, maybe it's still a bit of a fixer-upper, and you're getting in those new walls and stuff. You hear a familiar voice at your window, despite there not being a door. It says, "Why, hello there." And you recognize it as Botan, the Meowth you met in Naginata with the group.
Oh.
Think
It's nice
fast.
to see you here.
And she just tosses this little, this kind of in a map case, this map case at you.
Phantom fumbles with it,
Yeah.
like in those cartoons when you toss the thing to somebody and they're like flipping it in the air before they finally catch it.
Yeah. So, I hope that's what you asked for.
Thanks.
And she's about to leave again through the window, even though you have a door. And she says to you, so how you holding up?
Has it been alright? Not really. The things we saw there, back in Naginata, the craziness that Roland and Lee have gone through, I still don't know what happened with all of it.
To be honest, I still don't believe much of it. I mean, they had me teach Pokemon Acquire to fight a monster on the moon. It's also a little too much to take in. I mean, part of me wonders what it takes to remove that part of your brain that strives for self-preservation. Maybe it's bravery or stupidity, or maybe a bit of both.
I've heard people say it's about being, selfless and striving for the greater good. I don't know how much I buy that.
You were close with Rodney, right?
For a while, yeah. Had a bit of a falling out.
I don't mean to offend you or anything, or you don't have to answer, but do you have any regrets?
He came to us, told us about this whole moon mission thing. Told us he was afraid he was going to die. I've known him to exaggerate. Figured this was another one of his blowing things out of proportion. I pressured him into going anyway. Never heard from him after. So I don't know. Maybe if something did happen to him, if he got in over his head, I have to wonder if maybe I'm responsible in some way.
He knew it was a one-way trip. I spoke to them at the Expedition Society, and when I first met him, I'll admit, I thought he was quite neurotic, but it certainly takes a lot of guts to do something like that. But I won't bother you. I'll be on my way. By the way, where are your other members? That's when we cut to... Thank you, Doc. We cut to a familiar Minfu going to a familiar town. Lee, you walk into Ginger again, the place where you were kind of in a unconscious coma. You are having a bit of a reunion with 3 of your friends.
Okay.
You probably decided on a place to meet each other.
I'd imagine that'd probably be at the docks.
At the docks, okay. You make your way through this town. It's kind of a little out of the way, boony town, so it's quite easily to navigate the town. The local Pokemon seem friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Until you make your way to the docks, and do the other three see them? Alex, Mage, and Riolu. Let me
clear.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think?
All right.
Yeah,
so,
I guess we were catching up in the middle of it when we see him arriving.
Mm-hmm. And Lee walks over to him and he's like, Aggie, Senna, feels like it's been an eternity. How are you two doing?
I think my little grass boy, he'd kind of be like rubbing his arms and he'd just say, well, it's been a bit of a trip, but it's a lot better now that you all are here.
Yeah, it's not gonna lie, it's been kind of boring compared to that. But I don't miss it at all. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
Let's see. So you went like training somewhere to work with your powers. Was that like going well?
Yeah, it's been quite a journey. To be honest, I got up in Ironforge. There was my uncle and my aunt there. Then I basically meet some people there. Finally meet this dimension, Janus and Stella. Yeah, starting my journey to the Raikou Academy was, not gonna lie, it's quite complicated to understand the whole experience, but it's been so refreshing compared to the hell we've been through.
I mean, I don't know if I'd call it hell.
Yeah, I mean, considering recent happenings, much worse things have happened.
Fair. It's such, man, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it's.
I think he'd take a little look up at the moon. What is the condition of the moon right now, by the way?
There is a huge crater in it. It's not like it's not like Sonic Adventure 2, half of it is missing, but there is like a noticeable crater that was not there before.
Okay, so he looks at it and goes, do you think there's any chance at all that and he kind of cuts off there?
Honestly, I really doubt it. I mean, he just kind of points up to the moon. Sorry about that, Senna. I mean...
It is exactly at that moment that, exactly just behind them, seemingly out of nowhere, there appears to be this thick cloud of fog appearing behind them, right under the dock, right at the start of the dock, so that no other Pokemon can see this, as about 10-15-ish skeletons begin to sort of stumble their way in, their eyes locked on the three Pokemon there.
Mm-hmm. The Score Bunny, the Chespin, and the Minfu.
Yep.
I imagine he turned around in this and just sort of almost reflexively like grip the handle of his Scalchop because he has no idea what the heck this is.
Then he's going to give a shriek, a quick shriek, and it's like, jeez.
Does she try to jump into Lee's arms like in that one door?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Lee just kind of pulls his arms out and catches her as she jumps into his arms.
I swear
And before they can get any other reaction, they see the skeleton sort of form into a sort of hole, making way for someone in the center.
Like a uniform line.
Yes,
Yeah.
as a flame, skeletal-looking Rapidash joins them, carrying on its back what seems to be a hooded figure who slowly descends and approaches them. She takes off her hood to reveal Akerlia and goes, I'm sorry. I tried to be as fast as I could, but I got a bit caught up in the way and had a couple of business to deal here and there. Ah, jeez, where do I even begin?
Holy heck! And he just runs up and just looks at this Rapidash. It's like, where did you get this?
Phantom Steed. Learning about a month ago. It's done me wonders for travel.
Lee looks at the rest of them. Looks at the rest of them, and he says, "Dug up an entire graveyard for this one, didn't you?"
To be fair, these people were literally going to. They were executed for crimes. This is legal.
Fair enough. Doesn't matter to me. I'm used to it by now.
Senna is going to jump off Lee's arms and say, Fatima, it's always such a dramatic entrance.
Well,
and she's going to go for a hug.
She was about to respond, but she just she just goes for the hug. She pats her in the head a couple of times due to her increased height and goes, well, you'd be surprised how effective intimidation tactics are when you try to deal with bandits and not want to resort to violence immediately.
I imagine he also reacts to this slightly, maybe even flinches a little bit, but he nods and just says, yeah, probably effective when you're carrying around a literal army. Did you become an undead queen by the time you looked it up? I mean, seriously, look at all this.
No, I just took a couple with me, so the main bulk is back at base with Mateo.
Ah, right, that makes sense. How's he doing, by the way? Now that he's alive.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to. Oh, jeez. Well, it got us into trouble, but we figured that we couldn't really stay in the air continent before because maybe the government would start looking files and investigating a person that should technically be not breathing anymore. So ever since we moved, we basically went back to being a rescuing team, but without being officially one. It's a long story. Basically, we just go around town, sell people how we can, maybe try to deter some bandit attacks, maybe try to help rebuild, or maybe deal with some other things here and there. It's been good so far, even though Pokemon are still. She looks back to the skeletons and goes, understandably apprehensive about my methods.
I don't know. I mean, they're freaky, yeah, but I mean, they don't seem inherently evil.
Yeah, except the moment I stop, I'm unable to control them anymore. Then they'll start attacking anything in sight.
Ah, so there's the caveat.
Yeah. It's very taxing, but it's worth it.
All right then. Well. Oh man.
Well, enough about me. How have you been?
Go ahead, Aggie.
He sort of ruffles his quills, I think. This one's like a hedgehog creature yet. Yeah. And he just goes, oh jeez. It's kind of been a mess. I feel like I've been everywhere in the span of the last 3 months. Just, oh jeez. He puts his puts a like a paw to his forehead and it's just yeah, it's been a mess, but I don't need to worry about that anymore. Like we're together again. Like that's something we should be focusing on, not past. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I suppose.
As for me, what I've been up to, I've more or less just been working with Phantom, trying to get Team Shadow back up and running. Things are slow right now, but gradually it's picking up. Kind of, maybe. It'll happen, I'm sure it will. But,
I'm glad he was able to come around after your miracle happened.
Yeah. It took surprisingly less convincing than I thought it would. But, yeah, that happened. After the whole deal on the moon, and, we weren't in an existential crisis, I actually took some time to go back to the dojo and meet up with everyone I knew in the past.
Did you beat up that one jerk Meanfu?
Oh boy, did I! And he punches one of his fists into his paw.
Hey, high five, man! He was a jerk.
And he just kind of kneels down and gives him a 5. And
you get what I mean.
It was either that or I will burn the building again.
Yeah, there's no need to burn their building again. I put Jay in his place. Old Man Zhao's still kicking in this world, apparently. And Lynn and I have been getting together and doing things every once in a while, when time permits. She's pretty busy. She's actually one of the top students now. But yeah, whenever time permits, we just get together and do whatever we feel like it.
I'm glad to hear that. And then she just looks up as he mentions the moon, and she looks at it and goes, "So it is true then that the whole thing regarding another catastrophe that has been just evaded? I thought it was a rumor, but well, she just points at the moon. Kind of hard to ignore that."
Lee nods and he says, "Technically, we don't have confirmation, but I mean, and just look at the moon. I mean, how do you survive something like that? I mean, if I'd known that was going to happen, I would have used my wish for something else, but
he gives a little bit of a sigh. Yeah, I think I might have too, honestly.
But I think we all might, honestly, yeah. We all might have done this if we had any foresight on the matter.
Do you guys think that what we went through was sort of a premonition of what's going to happen?
I don't know. I'm just kind of baffled at how this all happened under our noses. I mean, you would think, right? Like, if anyone, like, we'd be able to tell when, like, the world's gonna bloody end, but no, yeah. And especially, like, well, he cuts off a little bit and then shakes his head. The point is, yeah. It's funny, I really do think that if I could travel back in time right now and had some foresight or something, I don't know, I would have maybe spent my wish on something a little more creative than just some vague recollection of my past.
Come on, Aki, don't be like that. That mattered to you.
No, Fatima, it really didn't. Not as much as I thought it did anyway.
Don't be like that, man. I mean, just the way I'm trying to look at this is we had our miracles, and
No, that's not what I'm talking about, Lee.
And you go on then.
I mean, and he looks at the three of them and just when we were in the trial, and we were going off and about just doing those things, and you know, like, okay, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say this. We were all doing this for ourselves, more or less, right? Like, we were all just random strangers at the time. We didn't know each other, but we came together under the promise of we were going to get a wish. And we did. But...
Well, to be fair, the alternative was everything was going to end, so...
Yeah, and it's like we had a choice, but you know, we still had something to gain out of it. But, I don't know, just going by... The fact that we were able to just travel between, like, these different dimensions and, like, pop in for a second, and we got to help people and do things. I mean, look, I'm a mercenary. Like, I live my life just on the road, collecting cash whenever I can, just trying to scrape by, do whatever. But when we were there, when we were, you know, we did things, you know, like, we helped people. And I don't know, I just, that feels a lot better than just being in it, doing it for a job. And it says nothing of what happened afterwards when we all had to split up. And I tried to help people on my own, but that didn't really work out super well.
Well, if you're having troubles doing it on your own, you know you can always just come join Team Shadow. I told you there's a place for you if you want to be there.
He gives him a little bit of a look and just says, I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Now stop thinking about it. You're coming back. And he picks Aggie up by the scruff of his neck and just kind of sets him on his shoulder.
Ah!
Can we pan to the next scene?
Just let Lee say one more thing.
All right. Or if you all have one more thing to say, you can go ahead and do that.
Yeah, probably one more thing I have, yeah.
Okay, well, Lee says, I don't know about you guys, but those four are always going to be a miracle to me.
Yeah. And then he gives from his on the shoulder position, he sort of just like gives Lee a little bit of a, well, he can't really try to do a group hug because he's small, but you know, if he could.
We get what you're saying.
If he could. I really missed you guys, you know. You're some of the only real friends I had.
I really miss you, you three as well. And she just looks up to the moon again. Well, I guess this is yet another catastrophe, sir. Yet another catastrophe averted, but job's never over. And she looks at her old rescue team badge, all rusty and covered in rust and dirt. It's been nice to deviate from the job routine for a while now, but I don't know. I never really liked how, well, I don't really mean to sound pessimistic or cynical or unsensitive about it. It's just, I really don't like how people tend to think that, you know, world peace is achieved whenever another catastrophe is averted by a group of Pokemon. And I'm not trying to devalue their work in any way. It's just this job's never over, you know. There's still unfair things going on there. There's still famine, Pokemon in need of help, poverty, those kinds of troubles. And I don't mean to say that this is an unwinnable battle, but I don't know, I just sometimes wish we could do something a bit more about that. It just seems that unless our planet is literally headed towards the sun, or we have a giant meteor headed towards our heads, people don't really seem to care about the status quo, you know? And then she just looks at the other three.
He nods his head. Yeah, that is kind of an issue. I mean, again, going back to my whole thing about the trial, like, I used to have such like a bland outlook on life, but now that I just feel different about it. I guess I treat it with more respect, worth. I don't know. It makes me feel like we shouldn't have a need for heroes to sacrifice themselves so many times.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, in any case, we're just gonna have to keep picking up the slack. That's all we can do. And I suggest we take the sacrifice those four made and use it to its greatest to make the lives of everyone else better. And I think that's
Okay.
I think that's it, Crow.
Yeah. We'll pan up to the moon, and then the moon kind of whispers, "There's actually 5 of them," and we go over. I guess we're still on.
Never good at math.
We're still on the grass continent, and it pans up to the moon and goes down. Okay, and we go down to what looks like this excavated, uncovered mystery dungeon, and we go inside of it, and we reveal a bunch of booby traps have been disarmed, and that's when Dirge.
It I.
It is you. You are with your loyal friend and right-winged, right-clawed man, Blue. You were sent to this dungeon covertly by the Expedition Society as a laser kind of shot down from the sky, pointing in this area after questioning several Pokemon of where exactly it was. And through days of searching around, you found this hidden mystery dungeon that seems very ancient, that you think you might be like one of the first people in it. Blue is with you, and you are kind of going through this dungeon. What has kind of stuck out to you is there has not been any wild Pokemon in here attacking you. It's mostly been traps, and you're kind of just making your way through the hallway with Blue. He's maybe just going.
Dirge will, as I recall, he had like a pipe, but the pipe blows bubbles instead of like actual smoking.
Yeah.
He's puffing on his bubble pipe, but it's with a purpose, actually. He's going to blow on the bubble pipe, then he's going to watch the bubbles to see if they move with like the flow of air.
They appear very like stagnant, like they're almost just kind of floating in place. It's very odd.
Dirge taps his chin with the pipe. He goes,
Have you had a breakthrough, sir?
The data is inconclusive.
Wonderful. You also know they didn't send adventurers and explorers here because they didn't want it to be like looted. They sent you to maybe just uncover information about it. That's another thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, we should remain careful here, even though teams have scouted this place out before. One can never be sure with stagnant air.
Indeed.
And
Yeah. What you kind of come across as you're going through too is some old kind of language there, and you can do a history check to maybe read it.
Oh boy, a history check. It has been, I think, maybe a year and a half since I've done any check here.
So, just
okay.
D20 plus whatever history is. That's the way you do it.
Gotcha. That which channel is that supposed to be in?
Parser's Hellhole.
What a name. Okay. D20 plus. What was the number again? Oh, it's history?
History,
okay.
Yes.
Okay. 1 plus. Now, forgive me for being so out of it. I just rolled the number that's there in history with it.
So yeah, exclamation mark D20 plus whatever your history is.
Okay, just to be short.
Excellent. Okay, so you come across these hieroglyphics. You can identify them as like kind of an ancient fairy language. And there's rumors that there was this way back in ancient times. There was like kingdoms kind of segregated by types, and the fairy ones were kind of proficient in magic and making technology, and they're said to be the ones who created mystery dungeons. But what these hieroglyphics have entailed, since you've dusted off your old ancient language book, a lot of them are saying Iblis.
I finally found it, the Iblis trigger. No, Dirge will tap the book and then sort of tap the wall he's reading.
What's it say?
There's something here about Iblis, an ancient fairy language.
I think we've solved the mystery then. Have we?
Positively not.
No, okay, then we must press on.
With extra caution.
Yes, that sounds like a sinister name. I wouldn't trust it with a 10-foot pole. 15-foot pole, actually.
Agreed! And you shouldn't trust it, not with as little data as we have so far. And in fact, the data we do have is most troubling indeed, though it does make sense. With all the traps we've seen about and so little Pokemon, it seems only natural that fairies would have built this sort of construction. In fact, it explains a little too much recently, and now I find myself even more cautious. Leave it to fairies to lure you into a false sense of security with traps that can be identified for something like a monster house later in the future.
That does remind me, sir. Those fellows you had me masquerade as a lawyer for. What do you ever think happened to them? After the fact.
Urge gets quiet. And a sort of somber expression appears on his face, and he blows bubbles with his pipe again, and then looks meaningfully at the ceiling where the moon would be, were we outside.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
Those fellows who looked exactly like them that I had to. He takes out his wings and does defend in air quotes. Yeah, they said had a fixation on fairies as well. By the way,
most curious connection.
By the way, yours there's one that looks like you, and it got arrested. I couldn't do anything for that one though.
You saying that in character or out of character?
He says that in character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you started talking about that, I was rather thinking about the original fellows I traveled with. What a curious adventure that was. After that, before that, I didn't have quite the same yearning to go through mystery dungeons as I do now. I rather thought that was within the purview of exploration teams. I was more interested in other types of investigation and curiosities, but what greater mystery is there than that of the mystery dungeons? Those fellows. I haven't seen them much recently. I whip around and point my pipe at Blue, like right in his face.
Yeah, he's like kind of his chin goes up or beak goes up. Swallow.
For fellows like us, it is imperative that we balance our gut instinct with the facts available to us. One must never confuse data for opinions, and our theories must always conform to the facts available.
Critical thinking.
And yet, I can't help but feel sort of melancholy when I think of them, and when I look to the moon. Well, we should get to the bottom of this dungeon first before we get concerned about that. Perhaps solving the mystery of this place will lift our spirits, eh?
Yes!
And I sort of tap him with my elbow.
Yeah. He begins like skipping along as best a bird can. Yes. So you navigate through this dungeon. You find more of these hieroglyphics saying Iblis, and they seem to be like a warning, if anything. And you think you reach the end of the dungeon when you see something you did not expect to see. What you see is this kind of light shooting up from, it's almost like a glass tube of energy, but it's not glass. It's just pure energy. It's in the center of this room with the exit to the dungeon to the right of it. And within this kind of cylinder of energy, there is a silhouette of a Pokemon. And that Pokemon is a Rhydon. And he seems to be holding a pole, a wooden pole. And he's kind of like in the fetal position.
Was this something that was reported by the other teams that came through here?
You were the first ones to go through here. No one really knows about this place.
That's right.
Yeah.
I got confused there. I thought, Blue, we may need to alert the other teams about this.
What's he
and
holding?
begin making... Pardon?
What's he holding?
I carefully inch closer to the Rhydon.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot pole.
Well, I do say it appears to be a pole of some kind. And not the opinion poles either. Little pun there. Sorry. I begin carefully examining the floor around him for traps.
All right, it's kind of like a cobblestone floor, so you can do an investigation.
I absolutely will do an investigation. Where is... Okay, that's going to be... All right.
Yes, you search high and low, and I'll with that roll, I'll tell you too that this barrier seems impenetrable. That this Rhydon is inside. Like there's kind of this force keeping you from just getting near it. But there's no traps here.
No traps. Okay.
And those Iblis hieroglyphics are like all around here.
Again, the data is inconclusive, but what I have available to me suggests something rather ominous.
I agree. That pull is really suspicious, sir.
Well, that and the Pokemon as well.
Oh, yeah, yes, indeed.
Rhydon can be powerful Pokemon in combat. I would not want to be anywhere near them when they get enraged. But this marker here for Iblis, I dare say it's a warning of some kind. That the fairy types would go so far to build this place with little Pokemon filled to the brim with traps. Traps that could activate for those intruders coming in, or those attempting to get out. In fact, if I may be so bold, I dare say this is a prisoner of some sort.
Then should we free him, sir?
The fairy types had a reason for imprisoning this Pokemon. Perhaps maybe even this Pokemon did it to themselves. One would be a fool to jump wholeheartedly into a situation without as much knowledge as is currently available. I recommend we scour this place far and wide for every little bit of information we can scrap together before we even deign to interfere with whatever this is.
I agree with you, sir.
For all we know, if I had to hazard a guess, as I've mentioned previously, the traps within this little dungeon here were designed not just to keep Pokemon out, but to make it difficult for Pokemon to leave. And if it's specifically this Pokemon they don't want to leave, then that would explain why we haven't encountered any Pokemon thus far. Reduces the chances of something wild accidentally causing it to get free itself.
I did think it was suspicious. Mystery dungeons are quite notorious for being filled with things that want to fight fisticuffs.
Did you also notice there was not a scrap of treasure to be found?
Yes, that maybe he's the treasure, or maybe it was the friendship we made along the way.
Yes, I blush at that and go, yes, quite. Friendship. Yes, well, not even the basics that you would expect, in a dungeon, such as throwable rocks or sticks that you could use as a weapons at a pinch. Not even the most basic of berries. Nothing but traps. No treasure to be found. Only traps to ward away. I dare not interfere with whatever this is. Instead, we should alert the society post haste. I want. Before I say anything else at this point, out of character, are the Expedition Society members still the same ones from Super Mystery Dungeon?
Yep.
Been out. Okay. We should alert the Expedition Society post haste. I want to know what Marwild's opinion on this is.
Yes. And speaking of Expedition Society, that's where we cut to next. So Alternus, Joseph, Quinn, and Rosa, you have kind of found your new home at the Expedition Society. You have been subscribed to. They needed to get you out of the Expedition Society, so they had you get jobs. And the jobs that you were kind of enlisted to was, first for Quinn, you became a locksmith at the Clef Key's store, and you just had a natural talent of opening chests. And how do you think Quinn takes to that?
I guess he takes to that pretty well. He doesn't really know too much else.
Yeah, he's just kind of, you just got to line up a Pokemon just plopping big chests in front of you, and you kind of get one open.
Yeah.
In fact, do I don't think you have a sheet on him. Let's just do a D20. Just roll a straight up D20. Let's see how well you do at your job.
Sure, do it. Yeah. This is either going to be very funny or very great.
So you're not as good as Rodney, actually. So you try to open this, but like the lock picks get stuck inside, and you have to get like tweezers out, and your Clef Key boss is breathing down your neck. It's like, no, you don't do it that way. Yes, I have a gruff Clef Key voice. You don't do it that way. You gotta be careful with it. What are you doing?
I'm just trying my best, okay?
And then
I don't really not used to these hands, well, anyway.
Then we cut to Alternus. You were actually a pretty good chef, Alternus. And you work at the local restaurant, but there was multiple complaints of harassment, especially against the female customers, that they pretty much just confined you to the kitchen.
Oh, boy.
And so that's how you make your living. So why don't you make a D20, roll a D20, and see what you make.
Okay, well, I actually have a sheet up, but I'll just roll a D20.
Yeah, let's just keep this simple. You think it would be a good idea to make this concoction of berries, and it turns out to be something that may be familiar to you in a past life, but you think it's good. And it maybe get you fired, but that's soon to be determined. Okay, Rosa, you became a glass blower. You actually make orbs. You make the casing for orbs for explorers and rescue team members to go into dungeons. So why don't you do a D20, Rosa?
I have her character sheet up if we really wanted it to be sleight of hand.
Okay, yeah, you make very exquisite orbs that, in fact, you maybe get like a trademark on it. It's like, you maybe open your own shop. It says Rosa's, and that's where you make your orbs. Joseph, you got a gig at the Meowth Theater where you read poetry.
This is what the darkness has destined me to do.
And that's when get claps from the audience just from reading that one. You hear wasn't that a haiku? Wait, was that's many syllables? Why don't you do a D20 to see if I know this should be performance, but we're doing this, I guess. Just straight up D20.
Roll a D20.
Yeah, to see how successful you are in your endeavor. Oh yeah, yeah. You've got like agents like approaching you after your gigs where you just maybe say like 4 sentences, but just people are finding like just meaninglessly deeper than it should be. And...
Yeah. The thing is, Joseph speaks in cryptic nonsense. It's great.
Yeah, so he's making a living. But you guys really don't care about the money. The Expedition Society is feeding you, and you're relatively successful, Lies. They're working on maybe getting you out there, but kind of monitoring you because of your nature. But they figure you're on the track to maybe lead good lives. But that's when we go to the Expedition Society itself after you guys are done your jobs and go to eat. Maybe Lucius gets some pointers from Swirlix how to actually make something decent.
Lucius?
Alternus. Derp. That's when we see the whole Expedition Society is there. Including a Charmander and Chikorita. That is when kind of Mawile goes off by herself after eating, and Ampharos follows her. And when he enters her kind of the top of the stairs, she says, "Ampharos, am I heartless?" "What do you mean by like something like that?" She looks up through a window in the Expedition Society at the moon and says, "I just let them go. I admit, though, first I thought they were pulling our legs, but then I saw that young archaeologist with them. I didn't offer any emotional support or reassurance. I just helped them go through the numbers to save our world. It made me realize I've always been like that. You know, a lot of others come to me and wonder why I'm not the leader of the Expedition Society. But that is precisely why I can't be. I'm too pragmatic. I just think of the most efficient and realistic ways to do things. And I did that with them. I just let them go as if they were tools. I've come to realize a good leader inspires and spurs others despite the odds and circumstances. And that's why, deep down in my heart, I was terrified handling that situation. It doesn't compare to what they must have been feeling. That's why I wish you were here at the time to handle that situation. You, no doubt, would have made them feel like heroes rather than sacrificial martyrs." And Ampharos puts his hand on her shoulder and says, "Listen, my friend, you aren't heartless. The fact you feel the way you do about the situation is proof enough. I never met them, but it sounds like their hearts were set on doing what they did. But you, Mawile, I need your pragmatism to pull me back to the earth sometimes." And while this conversation is going on, we cut to Meloetta, who is holding a little icicle. and she's kind of holding it to her chest, and she's off alone while the others are eating, and she rubs it, and I believe 4 voices come out of it. Am I right by that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess Raffa's would be first.
Yeah, all right.
Hi, Nocturne. I know this is going to be a one-way trip for us, so I thought I'd get you something to remember us by. You've got a lot to live for. I got you a dictionary so you can learn all the words you want, and I'm going to tell you my favorite word, too. It's tactile. It's when something has a texture or you can touch it. You know I like to touch things, and now you can both touch and read this dictionary.
And what's the next voice Nocturne hears?
Can I save mine for last?
Sure.
I guess I'll go next. Alright. Hey, Nocturne. I don't know whether I should say it's been a while or what. I don't know when you're gonna do this whole Frizzin thing, but, well, suppose may as well. I plan on being back soon, but may as well give you this myself while you're waiting for us. As for words, I guess life and bonds. Life is self-explanatory. It's all of us here, living, breathing on this world, but I think it's more than that. It's also the chance to experience what you want and sort of be who you truly are and who you truly want to be. That's what I think of life. And bonds is the connection we form between all of us. The connection we, the Dark Heroes, have. The connection we have with you. Those are all the bonds we have. I hope you'll remember these words and keep them in your heart until we come back.
Henry, what is Nocturne here?
Absolutely nothing.
What?
What is Nocturne here from the Prism, the little voice recorder?
Okay. Hi, Nocturne. It's going to be a long time. It's going to be a long while. I am not sure if I'm going to make it, but remember that I am always in your heart. I feel so stupid feeling love for someone who can barely talk back, but something clicked with us. Something special.
Does this mean I go next?
Well, Rain,
Yes.
Rain, actually.
Really?
Rain goes next, but it just ends with me crying.
So Rain doesn't actually say anything. But he does he is humming his little music box song in the background that I taught her. That Rain taught her. And after a while he stops and he's like,
Are you guys doing a recording?
And then okay, and they he's explained what the situation is, and he says,
Hi, Nocturne. Didn't have a lot of time to prepare for this. I kind of just figured out this was happening.
I didn't actually. I was just lazy.
So I was told to give you a favorite word. And I think family's a good word. Because that's what we are. Okay, bye.
Rodney, you're last.
Hi, Nocturne. It's me. You know, the passive-aggressive one. I know how much you like to call me that. I'm not a person who can use words very well myself. So I'll try to keep this as brief as I can. To be honest with you, going on this mission to go to the moon, honestly scares me out of my wits. But there's this one word that will probably set me right, and I want you to remember this for as long as you live. It's perseverance. Perseverance is to be able to make it through any situation, no matter how impossible it may seem. Now, I'm not sure if this is goodbye forever, but I'm gonna miss you.
And it kind of ends as a little smoke, little crystals kind of like flutter off of it. And she kind of holds it to her chest and cries. Just a few tears rolling down her face. And Mawile and Ampharos kind of notice this and looking over to that and continuing the previous conversation, she says, "Thank you, Chief." And he says, "All we can do now is heed their warnings and preserve the world in their stead." And Mawile kind of looks down as if she wants to say something. "What is it, Mawile?" And she says, "It's just, I don't think they're truly gone." "Ah, yes, they'll always be in our memories and hearts." And he looks over at Nocturne and says, "I guess icicles." And she says, No, I mean, literally, I don't think they're dead." "What do you mean?" That's when Mawile nods at the Chikorita eating, kind of chatting with everyone. "You remember when dark matter faded away? She faded alongside due to the connection Mew's spirit had with dark matter. I try not to remember such troubling times, but indeed I do remember. Well, those four," pointing at your doppelgangers, "came in contact with dark matter and seemingly created those four from it. So wouldn't the same laws apply? If they die, those four would die too. But they appear to be in perfect health. How curious. So maybe, just maybe," it's just hopeful thinking. "Maybe you can start trying that whole hope and faith thing with this hunch." And Mawile looks to him and says, "I think I will." And we then go to Verdure. Go through the forests that you traveled through into the smaller town, little hamlet. And we follow a Houndour walking in Muriel's palace, so to speak. And in that dining hall, she bows to an older-looking Charmeleon and a Gardevoir, scarred-up Gardevoir wearing an eye patch. And the Houndour says, "Your Majesty, Sabnock has been defeated." And Muriel is taken back, the Gardevoir. "They did it." "And what be their fate, Insensia?" And Insensia takes off her glasses and looks away. "I'm sorry, Your Highness." That's when kind of Audric looks down and he walks towards a pillar. And then he just punches it. "How could we do this, Muriel? How could we send the future generation to lay their lives for our mistakes? Our children cleaning up our messes. Just to live in this faux existence for failing. Because they were the only ones who could have. It wasn't a divine prophecy. They weren't forced. They did it to protect the world they loved and the ones living in it. Normal Pokemon, not nobles or royalty living in kingdoms. They rose up from their humble backgrounds and chose to do it. And the hardships they faced on their journeys didn't make them waver back down. I have seen what they did, and they will be honored in Verdure for the rest of its days." "What do you mean?" "You don't get out of the palace much, my friend. Why don't you take a stroll through the town?" Audric kind of hesitates as he usually just stays in the palace, and he eventually relents and leaves. And he walks through the town square. He's known for what he did, and they kind of give him a bow, but he's really treated as royalty. He's more of kind of you were a sacrifice for these demons, so we respect you kind of thing. And he nods back at them. Until he gets to the center of the town, where there's a statue. And there's a plaque on it that he reads. And the plaque reads, "Unlikely heroes. One might not identify as such during their hardships, for their heroism and ideals were shrouded until the end of their journey. They are dark heroes." And the statue depicts a Buneary, a Meowth, a Litten, an Elekid, a Piplup, Mimikyu, and a Shaman. And the last scene we leave on is an Esper looking up at the moon at night, at the damaged moon, on a cliffside, just staring, as we fade to black. That's the end.
Well, that's a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
That
was
emotional damage.
Heartbreaker right there.
That's the end of our...
Bravo, my friend. Bravo.
I gotta say thank you to everyone on the list who made it here this day and pulled through, especially you, Ed, coming back.
Yeah, I made it through, and I'm glad.
Are you okay, by the way?
I'm doing better.
So our 3-year journey has finally come to an end.
3 years.
Can you believe we've been doing this for 3 years?
Yeah,
3 years.
Hard
yeah,
to.
we started when Gen 8 was just barely a thing, and now Gen 9's coming out.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah, I've got to give a special thanks to everyone for kind of. The reason I did it is because of you, because, it's not the most popular series, but I just had fun doing it. I hope you guys had fun doing it, or watching it, or enjoying it, or being part of it in these, little supplementary ways as the C-Team were.
Dude, this series got me into D&D. Like, of course I'm gonna be. Like, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
series
this
got me
was
back
fun.
into. This
I
series
don't
got me
think I-
back into D&D. I honestly didn't have a good experience with D&D myself.
As long as you enjoyed it, it was worth it.
Yeah.
I was happy to play the comic relief for once.
It's
I mean-
a bittersweet thing, isn't it?
Yeah. This is where we have like the booming sad music coming. But
You're kind of. I
Do
don't know
the
how
end
to feel about
theme
it.
for the Explorers.
yeah. But
I knew it was gonna end, so I'm happy. But darn, I didn't expect it to be like that.
can we call this the credits? Because
Pretty
the
much.
credits are over.
There's an
And
after credits.
we're after credits now.
There's an after credits.
So we
Damn
go
you, Marvel!
we go down to we go to the Tree of Life and we pan down to Niflheim. And we see a familiar, large, red and black flying creature fly towards the roots to its
At its
palace.
store.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And it perches in a familiar kind of throne room where Agathatel is kind of sitting on her throne, like sitting on the armrests, not using the chair properly.
Sorry, mommy. Sorry, mommy.
And Yveltal, he perches down in here, and this Gothatel says to him, "So, fill me in, Mr. Tall, Dark, and Brooding." And he takes a moment, and he says, "I could not find their souls, my liege. The explosion must have completely eradicated them." And that's when she, like, kind of puts on a pouty face and says, "Well, that's disappointing. Those little darlings deserve to have experienced the wonders of death and being reincarnated as ghosty wosties." And that's when Yveltal looks away. And she says, "You seem to have something on your mind." "I do, but it's out of line for me to air, my liege." "Is that so? Well, you've been doing a good job lately, and you don't really socialize all that much. So tell me, what's on your mind?" And he says, "My fate is to bear witness to death and of all living creatures. I am a master over death, yet I cannot die myself. This is but a bitter contradiction. When a soul is destroyed or a ghost Pokemon is extinguished, even you don't know what happens to them." Yeah, that's true. "I have heard the final laments of those who've passed. Often they are envious of explorers and adventurers who journeyed into the unknown. Isn't it funny? They are destined to partake in a journey where even the voice of death can't say what awaits them. I am envious of mortals, my liege. Death sets them off to a new world. But nothing changes for me, and nothing ever will. That being said, I have witnessed countless souls fade into nothing, and I don't think that group in particular went on that journey yet." "And why do you say that?" "When you had me test their might, they had strong souls, wills. I cannot accept unyielding souls like that were obliterated so easily." "And so you're hopeful that they're still alive?" "No, I'm merely making an observation." "Well, that's good. We shouldn't have the harbinger of dead souls hoping Pokemon are alive. Can't have you getting emotional and soft during Soul Collection Day." "Indeed, I must quell my envy to lead them into this journey. But I can see something concerns you, my liege." That's when her expression dowers. "Perceptive as ever. And those visions are still happening. The planet being struck by a beam of light."
Would that mean?
"I'm afraid so. They may have just prolonged the inevitable. The end is still on the table." Dun dun dun. Now you guys all level up. Lucius, Raffa, Henry.
Level up?
Yes. And now I want Lucius, Raffa, Henry, Rain, and Rodney to do a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution
God, what are
saving
you
throw.
talking about?
Do I get a Lucius bonus?
No, you don't.
Does
Well-
Lucius himself get a Lucius bonus?
No.
Nope.
I'm looking for the highest number among you.
Just a base
Constitution.
con saving throw. What?
Oh, okay.
How did I roll 16?
All right. Lucius and Henry. Everything is black. But you both start to hear something. It sounds like a muffled voice saying, "I'm an explorer!" No, you're not. Well, we can all be explorers. We're all guild members. I have the badge. Yay! And your vision starts to come to, both of you. And Henry, the world is upside down.
Ooh.
And
Oh, am I standing on my plugs? Oh no.
oh, that's exactly what's happening. Lucius, you get up and you see you're in this very serene, grassy field. Your stuff is scattered all over the ground. It just looks like you plummeted down to the earth and just all your stuff is just all scattered all over the place. And you also see Henry upside down, stuck in the ground, maybe flailing his arms, thinking why the sky is upside down.
Ah! Everything's upside down!
Just give me a second, Henry. Lucius pulls him out of the ground and then puts him right back up before he starts collecting his stuff and sort of trying to get his bearings.
Yeah, you hear voices coming over from behind a shrub where your stuff is kind of leading to you. And by the way, you see Raffa, Rain, and Rodney. They're all laying down. It seems like they're unconscious. You think Raffa is dead for a moment, but she's just doing the weird cat lie down where their head is on their stomach. You're like, oh my god, Raffa's dead. Oh no, she's just sleeping.
Lucius goes up to them, tries to rouse them, and if failing that, he'll use lay on hands to sort of bring him back up.
Yep, they all get up. They slowly come to. You feel like you've been asleep for 3 months.
Ow. My everything.
Oh, man. I feel like I've been asleep for a very specific set of time, like 3 months or something.
You hear and you guys hear these voices coming from behind this bush where your stuff is kind of all laying out. Rodney, you're not possessed by this moon spirit anymore. You're back to normal, Rodney. But yeah, you hear oh, but you need only 4 members can be in a guild. We have 5. It's I saw something the other day. They had 5. No, you're lying.
Lucius, as soon as everyone's up, Lucius sort of walks up to where these voices are.
Yeah.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, you pull back the bush and you see a couple of Spinnerack, Young Goose, Froakie. And the Froakie is holding a very familiar weathered-looking Expedition Society badge, making these claims he's a guild leader and stuff like that.
Oh, hi. Hello, children.
Oh, no, I didn't steal anything. And he just throws it and let's go.
Wait, hold on.
They're long gone.
Well, so much for asking them questions. Lucius picks up the badge and starts picking up all of his stuff.
Did we end up in the topical plane?
I don't know. How long has it been?
Last thing you remember is smashing that cannon and just everything going black.
It feels like just 5 minutes ago that we were
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I remember was being inside the barrel of a gun.
Funny coming from you. How's that badge working, Lucius?
Well, Lucius looks at it and he's like, well, if Dedenne ever thinks to try and call this badge, I suppose we can contact them, but either way, the badge itself looks fine, I think.
Does it have a map feature?
It's a pretty weathered. What you pick up. I guess you pick up your weathered looking badge, and yeah, it doesn't seem to do anything right now.
All right, everyone,
Well,
let's gather our bearings and let's gather your stuff, and then let's try and gather our bearings, figure out where we are, what the heck happened.
Yeah, alright.
By the looks of it, like... oh, go ahead.
Lucius says, gather your bearings, and I hear, gather our berries, and I start looking around for berries.
Yeah. There's a nice, like, oranberry bush over...
I grab them all.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. This place where you are, it kind of like... I guess you could mistake it for the grass continent, since it's known for its, like, serene, grassy fields. Excuse me. But, yeah, they're not exactly exclusive to the grass continent. But, yeah.
Alright.
Well,
So that's where we are, huh?
we might be on the grass continent, we might not.
Where's Sora Mimikyu?
Oh yeah, real quick, I'm gonna roll for health because I've been doing that. Unless we are not.
Well,
Are we not?
I don't think you really need it right now.
I want to anyway.
All right, sure. Yeah, you have not seen Sora Mimikyu anywhere.
Just one. Okay.
They're not anywhere near you.
No sign of Sora and Mimikyu anywhere. That's unfortunate, but...
I mean, is there any sign of Dimitri?
No, you don't see him either.
Alright, everyone, have you all gotten your stuff together?
As much as I can.
Alright.
There's not a lot left.
I've just finished picking all the berries and putting them in my bag.
Yeah.
Alright, let me just try one thing. Lucius is going to use a divine sense.
Just a second.
30 feet, Fae, Fiend, Undead.
No.
Sense a lot of undead.
You don't sense any of that. Just, or actually...
Well, I've got...
Yeah.
Alright, so Fatima's nowhere near here.
Well, I've got good news at least. None of us are undead, or at least I don't sense undead around us. No direction on where to go, and no sign of Mimikyu, though.
Yeah, there's a
Alright,
path.
let's head on this path
there
and
a-
let's try and find the nearest town so that we can figure out what continent we are on, or if we are even on a continent.
When you
Is there
make
even
that...
a sign somewhere?
When you make that declaration, you hear a voice behind you. And what's that voice they hear?
Are you all going to the festival too?
And you turn around, and you see an Eevee with black eyes and a vacant expression.
Demon!
And that is the
Demon,
true
baby!
ending!
Demon!
No! Baby!
No!
No!
I'm sorry, I don't mean to
No!
interrupt. No!
Well then,
Are you kidding me?
the cameo.
I can't escape him!
Is this one of those land bowl cameos?
Well, I never said anything. I don't know. It's up to a certain someone if this is actually
Yeah.
canon.
Jesus.
Gosh.
By the way,
Oh my
You
god.
fuckers are gonna do anything to get me to pay attention to this campaign, won't you?
by the way, I
You're
wanna-
gonna go to all the lengths.
Hello.
Doc talk.
Boy.
Not Doc. Crow.
Anyway,
All right, Crow.
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
we're going to the festival.
yeah, that's the ending. I'm gonna plug another campaign for no reason at all on Sonic Link's channel where I play a character. But
Yeah, plug them all.
yeah, let's end right there. That's the end of Pokemon Dark Heroes. Hope
What a
you all-
ride!
Hope you all
my
enjoyed.
God.
I feel like I should be clapping, but I'm not sure how well that'll come up over my mic.
Probably very badly.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Gold. Your
it
schedule
doesn't
cleared
work.
up.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Just do these, you know.
So yep. So let's sign off here for the last time. We're probably gonna go back to my roots with Vigia game content. But until then, I'm hanging up the DM dice.
Can I?
You deserve a break after all the stuff you've done.
Can I do a thing real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy.
If you all will indulge me for a second, I would like to actually hum the music box theme.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
The floor is yours. I'll do it. Did you hear my clap or was it distorted?
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, my noise suppression said no to that.
Whoops.
No, I heard you. It's just, I guess you don't hear clapping on my end.
I'm like, you just got a thunderclap.
Yeah, you can't hear clapping from me either.
We can all say the word clap in order to say that we are clapping.
Clap, clap,
Clap, clap, clap, clap, clap, clap, clap.
I'm the one. I'm clapping right now, and it's actually shown through.
Yeah,
the
I hear the clapping.
Yeah.
Why is your clap work?
Gosh, you're so clever to reference Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because you knew that with the Pokemon Mystery that I would recognize it and that I would clap.
I'll do jazz hands. But anyway,
Jazz hands, yeah.
Jazz hands, I can't be seen.
We'll sign off for the last time. I hope you enjoyed Pokemon Dark Heroes.
Wait, we go on from 5 more minutes. We can hit the 4-hour mark.
No.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Okay, yeah. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
You're